All right. Where we at, man? Raw Sports Radio. What we
Raw
got
Sports
next?
Radio. Let's cue that intro.
Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yeah. Give me the mic so I can take it away. Off on the natural charge, bon voyage. Yeah, from the home of the Dodgers, Brooklyn squad. Wu-Tang Killer.
Yo, everybody, what's up? Raw Sports Radio Thursday night with Rob Da WaterGod in the house. Check him out on
Yeah.
WaterGod TV. We got the founder in the background, Super Dave, making sure the clips and everything else is on point and straight. We got you, the viewer, the fan, the sports fanatic, the lover of all things sports tuning in. We love you. Thank you for being here. Please, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, mash that notification bell, hit that like button, and share it with your friends. There's links to everybody else's channel in the description and on the descriptions as well. Thank you, everybody, for being here with us again tonight for Thursday night episode of Raw Sports Radio Network, where we're going to talk about the playoffs, what happened the last couple of days in the playoffs, what's happening right now in the playoffs, and the matchups that we're going to look to here in the next couple of days in the playoffs. And to start things off, we're going to look back and start with Rob. Yesterday's game, the Celtics, the Heat, it was an elimination game. It was in Boston. It was
Yeah.
a tough go, being down Jimmy Butler, not having Terry Rozier, and then
Yeah.
hot rookie Jamie Hawkwez or Jaime Hawkwez. I don't mean to butcher his name. I've heard it pronounced so many different ways.
Right. Right. Yeah. And we were down some players, and it wasn't like I feel like it was an excuse because we still beat them without Jimmy Butler, Terry Rozier. I just feel like we're missing a lot of our top guys. But if they would have probably had, I think if Jason Tatum probably would have been out of here, I think it would have probably been a little bit more even. But Boston got a good team. I think Miami was probably the only team I felt like that could probably, take them out of the East. But other than that, I don't see nobody being able to handle Boston. We're going to have to regroup, with the Miami Heat organization to be able to handle that firepower. They could put up a lot of points and they could defend the basket. So Boston got us this year, man. It sucks, but they got us this year.
Man, y'all didn't have a full squad neither, man. And Jimmy, I don't know why Jimmy didn't fight to get back. So
Yeah.
I know
Jimmy,
he was injured, but wasn't he game by game or they?
he was week by week, for a minute, and then they just said, yeah, he ain't gonna be able to go. So without him and Rozier, man, that was
Yeah,
probably almost 40 points, close to 40, and we
yeah. It's
wouldn't.
crazy nowadays, man. I see a lot of stars checking out. Not only Jimmy Butler, but Giannis and Dame for a couple games. He checked out for a good portion of the season. So these players, man, are like quitting, man. It's like now, like Kawhi, he wasn't playing. It's almost like these guys are just trying to do the bare minimum and meet that 65 game minimum so they can make they all NBA teams, first, second team, so they can get their check and they good and they just fade off.
It could be, it may,
Yeah,
so,
I mean, I got to go by what I'm seeing so far. This is very strange, man.
I
I
mean,
mean, normally you preserve yourself for the playoffs.
yeah. But once you do things consistently, some of these guys, this feels like work to them too. They human like everybody. They probably just, like you said, it feels like work now. So they just trying to just get paid
It's
and chill.
it's mighty funny, right? So when you follow All right, the tone of the team, right? So Jimmy had issues with Miami Heat early on. Then he came out and he was doing all this cross dressing or whatever, wigs and all of that, the fingernails and all that. So it's kind of like Jimmy way of boycott. You know what I mean? Like, I want out of here, and then he do it in the most critical games. Then when you look at Giannis and the turmoil going up in Milwaukee, him and and Dame, look what they did to their coach. They left him high and dry.
Right, right.
So, and we know Kawhi habits, So I don't know, man. Where there's smoke, man, it seemed to be fire.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, it seemed to be a pattern, man, a new way. Max, what you say to that?
I think there's a lot of truth to be told from it because if you look at it, and let's take a look at the Kawhi situation on the game yesterday. So when Kawhi hasn't played, the team has done better. So if you've got a future Hall of Fame player, a champion, an MVP, a finals MVP, and he's not present, and when he is present, he's more of a detriment than an asset to the team, that tells me that this has to happen. And a lot of people might not like hearing this, but here's the truth. James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard will not be on the same team next year. You've got to get rid of at least two of those players. I would even go as far as to say Kawhi should be the first one that you need to get rid of, not because he's not talented, but because he isn't present and consistent and doesn't show up when he needs to in the big games. Now, I will also go as far as to say that Kawhi should probably not be in the Olympics. I say that because if
Facts.
he's not,
That's what I was thinking.
yeah, if he's not able to participate healthily in the playoffs, I have no reason to believe that he's going to make a miraculous recovery and be impactful enough for Team USA and make a difference for us to win. But I digress. I'm not trying to beat up on Kawhi Leonard. I think he's an amazing athlete or was an amazing athlete. But like I said on the first part of, we had two episodes tonight, Rob. It was kind of crazy. Long story, short story, but somebody didn't show up. So we had a 7 o'clock show that we just got done with about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. And then we started this
right.
one up. But what it comes down to is this: not being present, not being available when your team needs you the most is paramount, not only to your team's success and as far as they can be taken to that next level, but it also says something about you. Whether it's your body that's broken down due to the fact that it's just wore out, it's beat up over the years, etc., then that's fine. Then you need to do what Brandon Roy, Greg Oden, and Lamarcus Aldridge did, and call it good. You know your body better than anybody else. If it's not right, and if you've tried everything that you can to come back and be 100%, and it's a lingering problem, I think that you need to do yourself and the organization a favor and step away.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. But you know, like I said, I think a lot of them are treating it like a job. It's like they there for the check. You know, everything's kind of redundant. They're just doing the same things. They just getting paid. If it wasn't probably that, they probably wouldn't be there. So they're not taking it as serious as the game was before. How the Jordans and the Sean Kemps and the Gary Paytons, it don't have that same. They don't have that same passion. But that's just today's game. You know.
Yeah. Do you think that when they used the in-season tournament, when they started that this year, that they did that in order not only to give players a bonus in way of money, but to also incentivize them to play harder in order to get more viewership, to get more engagement in the NBA?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think that I don't know if it worked, but it was a good try. I could say that it was something that they threw in the mix that like a little NBA finals at the beginning. So I think they tried. I don't know how well it worked, but I kind of enjoyed it. It was. something different.
It was something different. I think, to your point, I think it was cool. I think the one thing, and for the most part, I didn't have an issue, and most guys I talked to didn't have an issue, but a lot of people didn't understand how it was set up. So I think that right there, just in being able to understand what this tournament means and how it's set up and what you gain from it if you do end up winning was just confusing to people in the way they made the separate brackets and the separate divisions and how the teams playing one another equaled out to determine who's going to make it into Las Vegas into the in part of that tournament. So I thought
Right,
it was fun to watch. I thought they made it a little more complicated than what they probably should have, and they could have dumbed it down a lot, but
right.
entertaining all the same.
Okay, okay. So now a specific game player that I think has been like pretty much taking over the league right now is Anthony Edwards. What is your thoughts on him going up against or being, that next Jordan style player? I think his game just runs parallel to how Jordan game was, but I think he is the face of the league. But what you think about his play, and do you think he stand a chance to win his first NBA final?
Super Dave, you want to hit this one first?
Yeah, I think. Now I wouldn't put that kind of pressure on him, man. I wouldn't do that. I mean, this is what his third year in the league. I mean, if he do it, if he's able to pull it off, great. But Jordan didn't win a championship to his seventh season or sixth full season in the league.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, people don't realize how hard it is to win a championship and the kind of weight you place it on a player's shoulders. It seemed good, but a champion? Come on, man, that's a stretch. I mean, his team is balling, man, but the
but
playoffs is about matchups.
right. I'm saying, is it a chance that he can win the?
Oh, definitely.
If he's Baby Jordan, if we speaking on his name like this, I mean, it only come with championship, right?
I mean, I think people desperate to find a Jordan replacement. They're desperate to see somebody. You have a Jordan of their generation. That's why we calling guys who like LeBron the next Jordan.
But okay,
Who's
but
far?
let's get to Anthony Edwards' talent. When you see how he play out there, and he just dunk.
Nah, he ain't no. He don't play nothing like no Jordan to me. He ain't as acrobatic as Jordan. Let's just stop the BS.
But
That
he's
man Jordan was like a cat in the air. He just because he can jump don't make you Jordan.
Okay, so but I'm
Yeah,
surprised he is legit.
no,
You is respected. No,
no. He's just the next big shooting guard that we've seen in a long time. We haven't seen a big shooting guard like this, a big time shooting guard like this.
so you mean to tell me he's not?
If not, then who? Since Kobe and Wade. Since who?
T Mac,
Wait, so you trying to
Yeah,
tell?
no. T Mac didn't last as long as Kobe. Kobe was still playing. T Mac was out of the league.
but
Right,
still
but
dynamic.
right, but are
Yeah,
you?
but Kobe outlasted him, so Kobe is the reference point.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Why? Yeah, so why would we? Everybody. I'm not gonna go with the hype and saying that Anthony Edwards is like Jordan. Yeah, he favored Jordan. Definitely does. He got some flashes in his game with Jordan or whatever. Yeah,
Top
because Jordan
player?
is the model.
Is he a top 5 player in the league to you right now?
Let's see. Basically, I want to say yeah, but let's see. Right now, you say we got Jokic, Luca. I would say. I mean, the KD is pretty much faded out. Curry, that Giannis is there. I have to say, yeah.
Okay, okay. I mean, some would
I
even put.
mean, I put him over Jason Tatum. Yeah,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Okay.
got a killer inside of him. You could see
yeah.
it in his eyes. You
I
could see
mean, and that's assuming that we putting him over Ja Morant
100%.
when they face off. When they face off, that boy Ja Morant an animal, man.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not caught up in recency bias. Ja
but
Morant has been doing it longer than Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards got defense though. He's a
Yep.
full. He's
Yeah,
a two-way player. So
definitely, definitely,
I'm
definitely got
a
defense.
Heat fan. We respect that even more. Like that brings more punch than when you just putting up points. It's
Yep.
like you really out here playing defense too. It's like you got to
Hmm.
put on another
Two-way
pedestal.
player.
Yeah,
See, I'm going to give you my 2 cents on this. I myself personally, I test Anthony Edwards to me is a combination of a LeBron James when it comes to his ability and athleticism, and a Kobe Bryant when it comes to his skill and finesse, and also a touch of Jordan when it comes to the sexiness of his game, because he does have a very sexy game. And I don't mean that in a bromance kind of way. Like, I don't have,
No, 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 no. We get it. No, you good.
but he has that appeal to where when you watch him play, you could see,
Exciting.
yeah. Versus if you watch, I don't know, let's say like a buster like LeBron, who just charges down the court as fast as he can, and
a
you know,
buster.
But I don't think people realize how many like Jordan. When you watching Jordan, bro, they call Dominique the human highlight because of dunks, right? But when you talking about Jordan, bro, he could do the dunks that Dominique was doing. Maybe not as vicious as Dominique, but Rob, correct me. You got to correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? The layup package that Jordan was doing in the game, the fadeaways, doing a lot of shit we didn't see. I
Yeah,
mean, this dude was doing like 2 and 3 highlights a game, no at minimum. Every time he touched the floor, it's 2 or 3 highlights a game. Anthony Edwards, we get one, we going crazy.
but come on, man. Jordan was marketed too, man. Come on, they had to sell them shoes, man.
I mean, you said
Yeah,
marketing. I mean, what money did the NBA make off them shoes? And you could tie it into Nike, but at that time Nike wasn't no brand like that. Nike wasn't the brand. Jordan
Jordan,
made that
like,
brand,
you
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And,
yeah.
and then you think about it, the league was marketed towards Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. Jordan took that from them. So the focus is on them, and it was focused on black and white, black versus white. That's what the league marketing thing was. Larry Bird versus versus Magic Johnson.
But
you
the
had
league
that Converse
benefit. I
commercial.
want you to know that the league did benefit off of Jordan just being in the league because
Jordan interrupted it.
yeah, but it did make them. It did make the league a whole lot more
Of
popular.
course.
The
But you
way,
said the league marketed him like they should, but yeah, they did. They definitely
yeah,
marketed him. But yeah,
marketed.
yeah. Even though you didn't say this, I do want to allude to this for people that's listening, since it's part of the title. But unlike LeBron, who was chosen before he stepped the foot in this league, Jordan had to take it from the mantle from these guys, man. So it
Yep.
showed up, and I mean, it really wasn't no point in him saying it during the All Star, during the Dream Team. Hey, move over. It's a new Sheffield time. Well, they been knew that. It's old, Joe. He could say that because it's pretty much years later. It was the obvious, but he proved and he earned that. So he didn't even say that until about what? Shit, about 4 years after he won an MVP
Right.
and a defensive player and a scoring all in the same league. I mean, people understand this boy, this man Jordan. His first rookie year, he averaged 28 points a game.
In a full
You
season.
know, yeah, 28 points his first rookie season.
And he played, like I said, full season. Second
Yeah, he
year,
played a full season.
yep.
So what's the chances of Anthony Edwards winning the championship? Give me a percentage. What chance you think he
He
got of
could
winning?
win it. He could win it right now. He got the team. They got the energy. He can win it now. So I feel like he could win. He could win it now, but I don't place no expectations on him.
Okay.
If you
It's
look at
too
Anthony
early.
Edwards and stat wise from the time he was drafted, which was the 2021 season by the Timberwolves, till now, 2023-24 season, he's played every game with the exception of one game. So he's every bit present as anybody should be. He averages 34.4 minutes, 22.9 points, on a field goal percent of 44.6, a 3-point percent of 35.3, 5.2 rebounds, 4.1 assists, and 1.5 steals per game on average. And every year by year, each one of these stats has improved. That tells me that he's not only becoming a better player all around, but he is working on his game and working on being great. Now, how he does that is up to him, whether or not Jordan is his target to where he wants to eclipse or be the next Jordan. I have no idea. But Jordan himself did say, and he doesn't do this very often, especially when it comes to throwing out compliments, because Jordan's a bit of an asshole when it comes to that. But when he gives compliments out and addresses Anthony Edwards by name, that should speak a little bit of volume and get people's attention in itself. And when it comes to just the gameplay in itself, like Rob said, and what Dave said, he's fun to watch. He is fun to watch. It's a lot of fun to watch Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves take the court and play team basketball. It's fun to watch, just like it's fun to watch Denver and Jokic and Murray play that two-man game, and then you got Gordon, KCP, and Michael Porter Jr. play their game, and then you got guys that come off the bench, contribute, get back down. So I think that this matchup that we're going to see between the Timberwolves and the Nuggets very well may determine who the next representative from the Western Conference is to be in the finals and possibly win it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Still got to probably go through Boston, but yeah, I think that they can definitely win it. And I'm actually rooting for Edwards. I like his game. You know, I wish he'd get in there and get him one. But yeah, I think I'm picking Minnesota over the Nuggets. I just think that Minnesota got some tall big men, so it's gonna be hard to just. I don't think it's gonna be rough for Jokic. At least getting to the rim, you know. Probably be able to shoot threes and get out there, but he'll definitely got a challenge. He'll be challenged at that rim with those bigs.
What do you think, Dave?
Yeah,
You think?
with Trav. What was you saying about him winning the championship this year? That's the last thing I heard.
Oh. What do you think about the
I was on
bigs
there with Trav. As far as the bigs,
the bigs matching up against the Nuggets and Timberwolves with Gobert, the Twin Towers, Cat? What do you think? What do you think about the matchup? Who are you gonna? I don't know. That's a tough one for me to.
well, we changed the subject already. We was talking about Anthony Edwards winning the championship. Okay, yeah, that's part of it. All right, so yeah, man. Anthony Edwards and the bigs. Look, bro. I'm answering phone calls trying to get people on here, but don't put me on the spot like that. But yeah, yeah,
Sorry, Dave.
Anthony Edwards. No, 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 no. I'm trying to make this shit exciting, man, because right now I'm trying to get the basketball heads in here. But yeah, as far as Jokic, if they want to play Jokic, if they want to shut him down, they can shut him down. It's all up to the Timberwolves, man.
Do you think if you shut down Jokic, you shut down the Nuggets, or do
You
you
shut
need to?
down the Nugget. You shut down the Nuggets, man.
What
Yeah.
about Murray? Do you think Murray is going to be able to still be able to do what Murray?
Nah. Nope. 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 Nuggets
No
goes
way.
as Jokic goes. So a lot of times we give Jamal Murray too much credit because he's the closer. But Jokic, the team goals is Jokic goal, man. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this then. So let's say we're going down and we've got everybody playing. Jokic is healthy, Murray's healthy. They're playing their two-man game, which they like to do, and getting everybody else involved. And you've got Gobert, who is probably going to get the Defensive Player of the Year again if he hasn't been announced already. And Cat's in there as well. And regardless of how well Jokic and Murray play their two-man game together and get other people involved, I don't know that there's a good answer that can be made on the Nuggets side of what you're going to do about those two bigs.
You just said the same thing I said. Man. It's basically, yeah, no, like I said, the Nuggets won't be able to do anything without Jokic, man. Those other guys, like I said, Jamal Murray. I mean, Jamal Murray. I mean, we smiling. Please, please, please make it interesting. Tell me what we disagreeing about. That's just what we're all raw is all about. Let's keep it raw.
What's up, Rob? What's
Rob,
up?
Rob. So what we talking about? Cause you ain't got nothing to say. I thought he, I thought he knew this shit inside out. But yeah, man, listen. When we
No,
talking about,
I think the camera's
listen.
broke.
Oh, cause listen, man. When we talking about Jamal Murray, let's not overrate these guys, man. That Nuggets team is nothing without Jokic, man. And I know people come in sometimes, Trav, and say, Murray is the reason why they win. Yes, because he's the closer. Jokic is not too much of a closer consistently. Jamal, that is what he does. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the team, the Jokic is the whole brains of that offense, man. Without Jokic, the offense does not go. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Yeah, Jokic is
Yeah,
just
yeah, 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 yeah. But I wanna, you know, for anybody listening, man, look, you come on here, man. We like to be challenged, man. We like people to speak up. We don't like people to, you got to come straight forward, come straight at us, man. It's no offense, man. We like intellectual like to be challenged, man. So we don't have to pity pat around each other. There's no offense. This is all part of the comp. We all competitive. So yeah,
yep.
man. Like I said, I already know something. This is like asking me. This is not an opinion. I'm not a new casual fan who just jumped in here and just start looking, and who just going with the hype. Yeah, of course. This is what I do. I go against the media. I don't go with the media, so I'm not gonna be what you used to hearing. I'm gonna tell. I'm not gonna tell. I'm not gonna go with along with the media to make myself look right. You go along with the media, you go down with the media. But like I said, if Jokic is not and his game is not getting off like that, I don't see the Nuggets going nowhere because Jokic is the brains. Jamal Murray, I'm sorry, he's talented, but he doesn't have an IQ that high to keep a team going, and that's no shot at Jamal Murray. Now, Max, no Max and you, if there's anything about that you could disagree with, because I don't see it.
Oh, and there we go. We lost Rob there for just a few minutes, and he just joined back
Yeah.
in. There we go, Rob. My
It was
only
too hot.
issue, and it's not even an issue so much as, hey, what's up, Rob?
What's up,
I
about?
like you froze, but you froze perfectly. It was a beautiful still.
Oh
Go
man.
ahead. No
Okay.
Diddy, no Diddy. No, I'm just playing.
No, 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 no. I like that. You guys see, you picking on me now. You picking on
Yeah,
me.
I'm fucking with you, man. I'm fucking with you. Go
No,
ahead,
you
go
know what?
ahead.
Listen,
Yeah, Diddy.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be completely 100% honest with you. And I'm going just by eye test. I'm not even going to look at numbers, nothing.
I just want to recap, Rob, on what I said. I
Yeah.
said, Rob, it looked like you disagree with you know what I'm saying? If you did, I disagree with you because Jamal Murray is nice and yeah, he got game, but he does not have the IQ to run that team. He don't have the brains and no shot at him. He can have IQ in something else in real life or whatever, construct or whatever his trade is. But when it comes to that court, Jokic is the brains of that damn team, man. He's the head of that snake. What you say to that?
Yeah, he's definitely the head. He's one of the best players in the league, of course.
So, so
Um,
if you shut down Jokic, you think that team can still be successful depending on Murray?
depending on what the supporting cast do. Like if you just if they have a great game, I mean anybody can win a game, but
Bro, who gonna get them the ball, bro? That's what we forgetting.
that's what I'm saying. He's averaging almost a triple double a game. So
Who? Jokic, right?
yeah, like it's like
But
shutting
you,
him
but you,
down and
but you
he
just
still
said
gets
if you
you
shut
assists.
him down, who gonna get the ball to the other players? It's not gonna happen.
Right. I
And
just don't see nobody just shutting him completely down. He gonna be able to give you something. That's all I'm saying. And Murray is good enough player that where Jokic can
Mm.
play average, and he may be able to show out a little bit. But I
Mm-mm.
get what you're saying. He's
I
definitely
think I think yeah,
that.
Jokic is out there playing counter, man. So even like, even if you shut Jokic down from scoring, you could pick your plays. If you want to cut Jokic off from going to whatever, anything you want to take away from him, he got a counter on both sides. He can kick it to Jamal Murray, or you can kick it to the left wing, or he can kick it to the right wing, finding Porter over there. So it's like, either you're gonna let me go one on one, or one on one, or if you double me, I'm gonna have my two shooters in the wings.
And here's the
So
point that I'm going to make, and this is something that what I'm saying is this: if Jokic isn't in there, you can't expect DeAndre Jordan to be Jokic. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if he's big or not; it's not going to happen.
now
So
Jokic would be in there. He'll be in there. They're just saying taking him out of his game.
yeah, but I'm saying if Jokic were injured or he had to, for whatever reason he missed a game or missed game time for whatever reason, and they had to put DeAndre Jordan in there for their big, 'cause that's what they got sitting on the bench to make up for them. There's no way that would be a Murray
Man,
Jordan combination would not work. No way.
man, any team that lose they major they big star of their team, but we don't make these kind of we don't make these kind of pivots when it comes to people like John Stockton and stuff like that. Yeah, he ain't scored a lot of points, but we already knew John Stockton was the brains of the Utah team, and I'm trying to get people to see that, like, which they know, but when you ask certain questions, you contradicting yourself if you say because Jokic is not just a scorer, man. He's the brains of the damn the whole offense, man. Mike Malone just set it up like that, they really utilize the bigs, man, in the offense, they fours and the fives. But Jokic is really the point guard. That's the reason
Yeah,
that
but you need. Yeah,
Jamal
but
Murray don't have to be a point guard. He really don't have to be a point guard. All he has to do is be a scorer. Now, if Jokic wasn't a point guard, that Nuggets team would be fucked.
That's
Jokic could score all the 10 points he want to,
and
but
that's what
that team would be fucked.
and we proved that, or they proved that by being able to put Reggie in, and Reggie did just fine as long as Jokic is in there. Jokic make you look good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
look, I'm saying, like, even if Jokic averaged like 30 points a game and Jamal Murray was a scorer like he was, I think they wouldn't be the team that they are if you take away Jokic's ability to run and facilitate the offense. I don't think they'll be successful because this league ain't about scoring a bunch of points,
No, I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
controlling the pace and all that. So you're gonna need a general, man, and Jokic is that.
100%. I can't disagree with that. Rob, what do you think?
and this guy shot over 38%. He averaged 21.2 a
38%
game
from where? From three?
from three. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Jamal
actually,
Murray.
he's shooting 42% right now for
The player.
2023, 2024. Yeah. So what I'm saying is
Now,
his statistics show that he's legit. He
talking
is
about Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray. Yeah.
But see, that's the
Even
thing
though,
though, because we know
yeah,
a lot of people that come out there and get their numbers, but they don't win.
he won a championship.
No, you're talking about a lot of stars from the past. There's plenty of stars that come out in the NBA and get their numbers and don't win.
Right. But didn't Murray win him a championship?
Yeah.
Yeah, Murray closed. He's a closer. But what I'm telling you is, he don't get that if he on another team.
Right, but I mean, at the end of the day, we got to look at, did he perform on a championship team? Like, do you think if you minus
So
Murray, put it like this: if you take away Murray and you put in
M- Murray
whoever
is hard
else
to
you put,
replace.
huh?
Yes.
Murray is hard to replace, man. I mean,
Okay,
you could probably, if you brought in a Kyrie, they'll still win.
But it wouldn't be the same
Absolutely.
type of chemistry. But yeah, Murray, very hard
yeah,
to replace.
Murray and Kyrie is
Yeah,
right there.
they definitely will win. They definitely win. Because all that Jokic need is a closer. That's all he need on this team. He will squeeze every point out of every bench player. I don't care if it's Christian Brown. I don't care who come Brown, who comes in the game. He will find a way to get them on the on the scoreboard.
Yeah, he averaging almost a
This
triple.
dude, we ain't never seen no center that could pass like this, and we ain't never going. I mean, I ain't gonna say we won't never ever, but man, it just we the NBA. I don't think a lot of people know how to perceive this guy, man. It just
And
you
he
know
losing to
he just
Minnesota. They losing to Minnesota next series, man. Telling you.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I'm not against it. I'm not saying that they can't lose. I'm just saying that team goes as the Nuggets goes. That's my original point. And Anthony Edwards is going to be something. It's a toss up. It's 50-50 to me.
It's 50-50.
Yeah,
Oh,
it can go either way. I'm not going to count the champs out, man. I see the extension that Anthony Edwards is on, but I'm not going to count the
the
champ out.
Lakers was for sure supposed to win at
What?
least two more games. They lost some games
What?
off of just like, I mean, it was up 20. I'm just saying some games that they lost that they could have won.
Because that team knows when to push. They know how to play. I'm telling you, man. That team know exactly when to turn it on, man. That's
But
also part of IQ.
I
Those
don't
those
think
those
they could
4
beat
minutes,
Boston.
like knowing those 8 minutes, like the last 4 minutes of a quarter, and the next 4 minutes of the beginning quarter, like that those times are pivotal, man. I mean, those are crucial moments, man.
These are the two teams I feel like the Nuggets can't beat. The Minnesota Timberwolves and the Boston Celtics. Those are two teams that
Oh yeah, you can make a great argument because I said that I thought it was going to be the Celtics and the Nuggets earlier, but the way Anthony Edwards looking, man, he gonna have a whole lot to say about that. I'm telling you.
right. That's what I'm
I
saying.
never, I never disagree with nothing you said because I never gave a position on it. You just said individually, as Michael Jordan, and I said slow down, pump your brakes. That's all I said.
No, but listen, we ain't comparing championships and we not comparing legacy. We just
Mm-mm.
comparing game style. So I know y'all be so sensitive on Michael Jordan. Anytime we try to compare,
Nah.
y'all be like, no, hold on, hold your brakes. Man, look, we're enjoying, we are celebrating Michael Jordan game, and we see somebody they give us, remind us with that. Just let us get that off. They always gotta throw
Oh
the
yeah, oh yeah.
disrespect to MJ.
That's cool. That's cool. But like I said, yeah, like I said, Jordan, nah. I'm gonna say no to that. Hard no to that. Nah, hell nah. The boy, man, Jordan, man, the move, man, the shit he, like I said, he getting you about 2 and 3 highlights a game at minimum. Anthony Edwards, we all up in, you know, we all excited if he give us one, man. We make a big deal about it. So nah, that dunk Jordan did, that shit was like every game, man. Stop playing, man.
Jordan, baby Jordan,
Hey,
aka.
hey, hey, Trav, I know Trav gonna agree with you, but am I making that part up, Trav?
What's up, Trav? Welcome back to the show, man.
Man,
What's up, everybody?
what's good?
What's
Trav,
up?
the truth of the house.
Trav, am I making that part up?
I was talking about the Jordan the highlight.
Yeah, that was a regular dunk for Jordan.
Oh yeah, he had highlights
That's
every
regular.
game.
But
Every fucking game. That was
that's the thing, though. When you saw Anthony Edwards do that, didn't that action
a
that
lot
act
of players remind us of Jordan.
not
What?
not like that? He was
A
up there.
lot of players did shit to
Oh
remind us of
man.
Jordan.
No,
Not
man.
like Anthony Edwards. Not like Anthony Edwards, and not like Kobe. Not like those two.
It's only
I
a
would
few, man. You can't say a lot. That's disrespectful. Now, that's disrespectful.
there's
Now
Vince
I ain't gonna
Carter,
lie, you got players come in like every couple of years that they gonna have the game.
Jason
They,
Richardson.
But remind you of Jordan, when you say that, you gotta say what? Name the player.
Man, you know how many Jordan replacements they were supposed to be in? Harold Miner, all of them guys,
Man, you
man.
can't name me them busts. I'm talking about legitimate.
We saying
Name
that
every
hindsight. We saying that hindsight, but in the moment, it was a Jordan replacement, man.
Nah, but we can't put Anthony Edwards in that kind of situation. No, that's disrespectful.
He's
That's
different.
what I'm
He's
saying.
different. He's
Yeah,
different.
He's a different.
He's different under these new set of rules.
Ah,
yeah,
but we,
When you can travel like crazy.
I ain't gonna compare him to Jordan.
it's not
See,
the
That's too crazy.
that's the media pushing that narrative.
no. I think we're talking about two different things. We're not comparing him to Jordan. We're comparing the nostalgia of Jordan's game when we were watching it, and when we see, at least I'm saying this from my own perspective, when I see Anthony Edwards, I could see that, and it gets me excited, like when I used to watch Jordan get up there and bam, just
We said that. I said that excitement. But
that's
what part of his game is?
I'm gonna
when it
tell
comes.
you
No, nobody's saying that Anthony Edwards is Jordan. No, that is
No,
not that's not what we're saying. But when it comes
I
down to
know. He said remind. He said remind you of Jordan, and
His
I,
highlights
who.
right now,
I,
the way he get
I
down.
don't. I don't see no reversible layups. I don't see no. You know what I'm saying? No fadeaway. I don't see. Even though he wasn't doing that early in his career, I'm just saying. I just don't. Nah.
So you
I
don't
see
see
him doing
nothing
some
in his
big Vince.
game that remind you
He
of Jordan.
remind me more of Vince Carter. That's who Anthony Edwards. He looked like Jordan, but play like Vince Carter.
he got that flash, he got
And
flash.
Trav, do you know what I mean? No, Trav. This is what Vince Carter was doing. He'll shoulder bump you in the air and dunk on your ass, man. That's what Vince Carter was known for, high flying. But you know what I'm
Oh
saying? Yeah,
yeah,
Anthony.
you know what you're gonna get when you see Vince Carter.
Vince Carter set up all his dunks the same way.
Vince Carter.
Anthony Edwards ain't as acrobatic, ain't as agile as Michael Jordan was. It don't remind me, bro. He's a stiff Michael Jordan. That's what
Ooh,
he is to me.
And this man is about 6'4" though too.
yeah,
He's a
he
little
Yeah,
was.
he's doing what he's a little
6'3",
small.
6'4". Yeah,
Yeah, and he
Oh,
and he's
Oh,
jumping
Ant
out.
Man.
Of
yeah. During the draft, they measured him at 6'3", but yeah, I go and give him 6'4". Yeah, no problem.
He's jumping out of the gym.
yeah. He
Vince Carter ain't jump out of the gym, bro,
Yeah, that's what I'm
at
saying.
6'5".
But
So that's
but
the more fair comparison. Vince Carter was a 3-point shooter. Anthony Edwards a 3-point shooter. Jordan wasn't
I'm
no
just saying
3-point
you
shooter.
brought up Harold Miner, and I feel like, come on, man.
Don't act
Harold,
like these dudes ain't had game.
Harold Miner did have a little bit of game when he played for the Heat, number 32 versus number 23. I remember the matchup when they went against each
he
other.
had a
He
little
he he,
bit, but
he
They
dropped the
said
first, I think, 4 shots on him. I remember
they
the game.
said a lot of guys, even me, Trav, and Max, was talking about Grant Hill was like Jordan. Was supposed to be the next Jordan.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
respectful, bro.
you know how many people they said was gonna be like Jordan, man. This
These are
ain't
the
that
only
new.
players. These
they,
are the
they said
only
something so
players.
crazy, man. I'll tell you
Listen,
They
what.
these
say
are the only players that remind you of Michael Jordan. And it was Kobe.
Kobe.
It was uh this guy Anthony Edwards. It was
really.
LeBron James.
No,
Man, you
Nah,
bugging, bro.
nah.
I can tell you casual. Nah, LeBron James don't remind. Nah, LeBron James
He
definitely
had a
don't
little.
remind. LeBron James like magic, man. I don't care how many jerseys, numbers he put on the Jordan. He'll never be like nothing like Jordan. He's way too stiff. I mean,
Hey,
you would have been better at saying Kobe and Dwayne Wade. You know what I'm saying? Those are two
Yeah,
combinations.
Kobe,
D-
Dwayne
Dwayne
Wade,
Wade, bro. Dwayne Wade. Yes,
Kobe,
Dwayne
yeah,
Wade.
Dwayne Wade.
the only reason Kobe, because Kobe mimicked Michael Jordan. That's the
Mimic.
only
Yeah,
reason.
he was sitting there asking him questions during the game. Hey, Mike, what do you think about,
exactly.
he was learning.
They
He
both
wanted
bending over,
his,
walking like him, putting his tongue out like him, cutting his hair bald like him, everything, bro.
You know what, though? Comes
Every
down to this game recognized game. And
yeah,
nobody recognizes game right now like Anthony Edwards is recognizing Jordan's
everybody.
game and trying to do what Jordan was trying to or was able to
I don't think Anthony Edwards is doing what Jordan tried to do. Anthony Edwards got his own game, and that boy nice. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just
he's
not gonna get denied. I'm not saying he ain't nice and talented. Yes, man, he's the next one to take over the league like Jordan did. Like Jordan took over the league. He's owning it, man. He won it. You know what I'm saying? And that's good for the American fan
Yeah,
base. You know?
that's what I was just gonna say. That's what I like about him. His mentality about the
yep.
game.
Yeah, definitely the
Oh,
mentality. He got the Jordan mentality, man.
yeah. All
Okay,
right,
that's
here
what
we
I'm
go. Now
saying.
we're all on the
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he just ain't got the Jordan skills, bro.
Not
Y'all
yet.
don't understand. Y'all don't understand. Not yet. He'll never had a Jordan, bro.
The
You don't just get the skills. You just day one, bro. It's day
skills,
one,
skills. We're talking
His
about different things.
skills
Skills
is
is developing.
bro. Do you know this man Jordan was rocking the cradle in college and high school, like college, like. Man, are we serious, man?
Nobody's going against Jordan. Again, we were all good in the
We're
Kumbaya.
not going against Jordan. We just saying, does he come close to?
Yes.
If you remind us of Jordan, and I'm saying no. The man is more
well,
like
he
Vince
went
Carter.
to
Do you
championship.
remember? Do you remember Vince Carter? You got to look at Anthony Edwards and Vince Carter game, man.
I
Okay,
remember.
They
so
both
I
they
remember.
both was about stutter stepping, like you know what I'm saying, about you know what I'm saying, pivoting, you know what I'm saying, and stutter stepping and then taking off and then getting you on their shoulder and then rising up, meeting you
right,
in the air and dunking on you and shooting the three. That was both of their game, either a 3-pointer or a dunk. That's their game.
how many
Anthony,
championships?
It's a straight line
How
shot,
many?
hold on, straight line shot to the basket when it comes to Vince Carter and Anthony Edwards. Michael Jordan, not so much. It ain't no straight line shit. He got to go weed all through traffic and all this shit, make
yeah,
the impossible happen. Anthony Edwards can't do all of that, bro.
If he
Sometimes it
win
take a
the
little travel.
championship,
Sometimes
how
it take a
many
little
championships would he have to get?
championships. Don't tell nobody nothing about a person game, bro. Anybody could be on the last man on the bench and win a championship.
I'm talking about Anthony Edwards though.
What about the championships? That's
If he
never
win
gonna
the
make you
champion,
Jordan.
right? So if he win the championship this year, we can't compare him. He did it in his third season. LeBron, I mean,
Bro, Magic did it in his first season. We ain't comparing him to Jordan.
right? But he up there. But I think
Ah, man, come
Anthony
on,
Edwards
stop
gonna
it,
be
bro.
one of the greats. I think he gonna be up there.
I mean, you could change the narrative, but I never said he wasn't.
Right? Okay. I'm just. I feel like if he win the championship right now and this year, yeah,
You've
we
been
gonna have
listening too
to
much
start.
of that LeBron rhetoric, man.
Huh?
Cause yeah, cause that championship makes you somebody like somebody bullshit.
With
You know what
that
I'm
talent he
saying?
got, he can't.
Anthony Edwards came in the league with a team, he already had sort of like a playoff caliber team.
Nah, he
He's the
felt
extra one to push them.
the lead. That's how they got the first pick.
Yeah, but those guys was hurt that year, and they was down. They had a down year.
Hey man, they got the first pick in the draft,
Jordan ain't come in the league with no Carl Anthony Town already on the team.
but he
who
came in
who
as a number
Jordan had?
one pick.
Jordan had the Iceman.
Nah,
He had Orlando
no, he
Moore,
didn't. He ain't had no. The Iceman old as hell, about to retire. Stop it, man.
but he was on the team.
Well, come on, bro. The reason why he was on the team because the Spurs ain't want him no more because he was
Orlando
done.
Orlando Woolridge.
Okay, all right. Well, you can make an argument for him, but I know you don't believe that.
I'm just I gotta think with my mind, not my heart. Otherwise, I'm gonna give
Orlando Woolridge, yeah, Orlando Woolridge, yeah, yeah,
Nah,
man,
Jordan ain't have that to work with.
Charles Oakley.
yeah, hey,
Charles Oakley. So he didn't go into the best of situations, but he didn't go into the worst of situations by any
Charles
means.
Oakley came the next year, I think, but yeah,
Now,
he
all the
wouldn't.
years I've been watching, I never seen none of these guys come in the league like Jordan did as a
No,
rookie.
No, no. So Anthony Edwards had
He
a
was a dog day one.
no doubt
Yeah,
about that.
now Ant Man ain't gonna lie for his age. 'Cause
He
he's
a
22,
dog.
right?
let me
Yeah,
tell you what he
Dog.
had.
I like
Yeah,
that
yeah, right.
because that's
He
by
he a dog for real.
He's a dog, man. We gotta. I mean,
oh yeah, because you got to think at 22, Jordan was
Jordan was
a
just
dog.
first year in the league.
But Ant Man, he been in there a couple of years now. And he been getting
man,
better and better every year.
yeah, man. Okay,
Let,
I
let,
know.
let me hey bro, let me tell you, Anthony Edwards first year in the league, he had D'Angelo Russell, Carl Anthony Towns. All right, you still want to keep on?
But
Yeah.
hey,
He had
you
all
So
making
stars on his team, bro.
what's your point,
No,
Dave?
man,
just
them boy, you making it
no, no,
What
no,
I'm
no.
What's
saying
your
is
point
these
about these
guys,
guys?
Go ahead. I'll tell you why.
he already had a tick in comparisons to
Listen,
LaMelo
listen,
Ball.
listen, man.
LaMelo Ball didn't have nobody on his team like Anthony Edwards. He already came to a ready-made team pretty much.
LaMelo Ball didn't go into a team in the situation that Anthony Edwards did, which nobody else ever has. Why? Because it was during the pandemic, 2020.
That's cool. That
But
that's
And you talking about guys
that's
that did
cool though. That's
no.
cool. But he
You talking
came in
about
there with talent.
yeah, but you talking about guys that didn't produce in the playoffs. Two players that you naming.
No,
Those
D'Angelo, don't be a fan of recency bias. D'Angelo Russell did produce in the playoffs, man.
D'Angelo Russell was traded
He
to
produced in Brooklyn.
he produced he's been
Yes, he did. That's the reason why KD and them wanted that team. They broke that team up. That was good. Kessler and all those guys. That was D'Angelo Russell was the main guy on that team, and it was
okay,
a playoff team.
okay.
You
I
can.
get all right,
Oh yeah,
Am
listen.
I
yeah. He
making
was
this shit
playing
up?
good once he
He had
left
one
LA.
year where you
He was
said
playing good as fuck when he left LA. Let's just keep it a buck, man.
but the
okay,
Oh
reason he
yeah.
left LA in the first place wasn't his doing. That wasn't by his
No, we're
choice.
not talking about LA. We're talking about Brooklyn.
Right.
yeah,
But
but
I'm
Right.
saying after he
D'Angelo
man.
Russell made that team relevant, man.
Yeah, but overall, he's not a playoff
You
producer.
saying yeah, but you gotta make your mind up. One time you say he don't produce in the playoff, and now you moving in the goalposts. Like which
no,
one is it? Can we before we move on? Can we acknowledge that Russell he did do work. He did make that Brooklyn organization relevant again. It was
he,
D'Angelo Russell.
he made it relevant again. He made it better again, but there was more talent
Yeah,
around him at that point in time when the team
he
was
was the best player on that team.
But you talking about a whole big three. What you had
What you mean the big three? He made that team relevant.
KD and
No, man, that was way before KD. Nah, he made that
oh,
team
Yeah,
relevant, man.
yeah, that was before KD. Man.
all right, but I mean, it ain't like they made no noise or went to the finals or nothing, bro. We ain't talking about nothing crazy. We just okay, what he won a couple
But
games or something. He didn't do nothing. Like they ain't go to the Eastern Conference final. Like they ain't really
bro,
how
to downplay that team, that's crazy. But you saying Anthony Edwards went playing on the squad with no caliber players, and I said D'Angelo Russell, and I said Carl Anthony Town.
to me,
That's
my
what
my
happened.
opinion is both of those players, they're not big enough in big moments. So we talking about players that
We can say every
great,
player ain't gonna be that guy, bro. You just need a supporting cast.
right?
every
That's what
You
I'm
player
saying.
talking
cannot
about do you know what a number one overall talent comes into a situation where there's nobody else on the team? That's normally what a number one overall player comes into. The sorriest team on the league,
listen.
nothing there. And
2017,
and like you said, it was COVID year. We get all of that. That's
but
why he ended up with that. So
the
not out of his control.
2017 and 2018 season was the last time that the playoffs and the Timberwolves saw one another. They were eliminated in the first round by the James Harden Rockets, and for the next 3 seasons
Understandable.
until they got Ant-Man, they have not been back to the playoffs. Now, this is his third trip to the playoffs as a Timberwolf. This is his first trip and the Timberwolves' first trip to the second round of the playoffs since the days of KG back in
Oh yeah.
'03 and '04 when they went as far as the conference final against the Lakers to lose in six.
So what's the whole point? What we trying to say? So we'll just get clear on that.
How impactful Anthony Edwards has been before they were not relevant whatsoever because
Okay,
even
because that narrative changed. I thought we were saying can Anthony Edwards win the championship right now?
well based
You
on
said
Rob took
what
it a little further, but I try to be a little more easy on the topic. But
I don't put the
yeah,
pressure on him to win a championship.
and
So if
thank you. Ain't that what I said? I said I don't
yeah,
put those expectations on him.
I
I was
don't think
being fair.
I don't think any of us really do, but I don't believe
why
that it's beyond the realm of possibility.
He does. He said why?
the
Because it's
talent
not
is there. Like
the
how
talent
many
is
great
there, but it's
Hold on,
hold
hold on.
on.
Let him talk. Let him
Edwards
talk.
is
He
a
said it's
dog.
not unfair.
Anthony Edwards is a dog. I'm sure he wanna win a championship. The way he
Right.
plays right now, he ain't playing just to for y'all to say he a nice player. He got that dog in him, like he want to win the championship. So all I'm saying is that
He ain't the
matters,
only one.
huh?
He ain't the only one that want to win a championship.
No, no, no. He the only one, but as far as talent wise, I mean, he right now he's the most hardest. He's one of the hardest players to stop right now.
You know what, man? I'm gonna go on a limb, man. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I'm gonna root for Anthony Edwards to win a championship. I don't know what else I could do for you, but you know what I'm saying. I like
Man,
Anthony Edwards personally, man. But
I like that team. I think they beat them. I
yeah, they
think they're
could
gonna
beat
beat them.
Denver. Yeah, definitely, because they got the front court to neutralize Jokic, man. But I'm telling you, if Jokic is able to get them triple double digit assists or them double digit assists, it's gonna be tough to put them out, man. I'm telling you.
Listen, man, I told y'all this is not the Denver team from last year. It's a different team, a
Yeah,
different
man.
bench. It's
Oh yeah,
not
they ain't
gonna
got
be the
Bruce
same.
Brown.
That
Yeah,
showed y'all that the last series against the Lakers had them every game up on them, every game
Oh yeah,
at halftime.
especially
The
oh
on the
yeah.
back.
Lakers could have easily, they should have won that series. If it weren't for bad coaching, they would have won that series against them.
If it wasn't for the fact that they decided to stick with an old, washed up buster like LeBron, who's past his prime, and if anything, should be coming off the bench for a little bit of a lift once he gets, a little siesta.
Nah, hold on, Mac. Nah, we ain't gonna do that now, Mac.
Oh, just
He
because I'm
played good in that series. The
not
problem
scared
is
that
Anthony Anthony
the
Davis was the best player, and they should have been going through Anthony Davis. Why you let him
Exactly.
do
Facts.
good majority of the game and then stop going to him at the end of the game, and
well,
you
that
wind
goes.
up losing every game?
This goes back. See, we go back to the last show. Long story. I'm talking about it later. And that goes back to what Charles Barkley's dumbass said yesterday. And this man played basketball professionally, and I love Chuck. But when Chuck says something that only has to do with the players, I say bullshit. It is fucking Frank Vogel's job to make sure you got people in the rotation and you have good matchups. You draw up good plays, and everybody's on the same fucking page. Frank Vogel
Right.
didn't do his job, which meant the guys on that fucking court they knew how to do their job. They know how to score. They know how to play defense. Let them do their job. Don't fuck up shit any worse than it is already for the Lakers. They already got LeBron. They don't need any more problems. But
Yeah, I
Man.
ain't gonna lie though, Mac. LeBron played a good series.
I mean, Darvin Ham. I'm sorry, Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham.
Yeah, LeBron
LeBron,
played a good series
LeBron
though.
for a senior did great. He did really good. I'm proud of him. I gave him
He
props the
did
last.
great. He did great for any player, any age. 30 points, 11 assists, and nine, rebound.
Yeah, because
Triple
majority
double,
of
bro.
players in the league are not gonna do what LeBron just did in that series.
No,
I
no,
gave him
definitely not.
I give him props still. I think he's a tremendous athlete, probably the greatest athlete the NBA has seen, next to Will Chamberlain.
I mean, this goes back to the basics. If anybody that that I talk to on a basic level, man, about basketball, you want to go with your most efficient player during these times. And LeBron is not the most efficient right now.
No,
Though he got the best numbers. You want to go through Anthony Davis because he offers the highest field goal percentage.
Right.
gives you the best chance to
Yeah,
win.
get back to the basics, man.
Yeah, when you go,
Anthony Edwards, yeah, LeBron is capable of doing all of that, and I mean, I think we really just put too much emphasis on LeBron. We know he's not a closer. It's not gonna happen. He don't
Yeah, because
close
he
on
don't.
games.
Yeah, because he don't have
No,
that
man.
dog in him.
Ray Allen got him his first, well, he got the first championship with OKC, but it was Ray Allen after that. Then it was Kyrie. And I'm like, bro. Then it was AD. Like, stop, man. We overhyping this guy. Like he's not a closer, so he's gonna have to let AD continue to be the one who got him that bubble ring. Go back to the same guy who got you your bubble ring. He's
yep,
gonna have to
Yeah,
close it out for you, not
yep.
you.
yeah, he a great player, but I mean, the people saying GOAT. To me, he's not even a top 10 player.
Bro, he's a role player.
Facts. 100%. Thank
He's
I
you.
a
ain't gonna
bro.
say he a role
He's
player,
he's Magic
but
Johnson.
he
He's Magic
not.
Johnson.
He's Karl
He's
Malone
Magic.
like
He's
America.
Magic. He's Magic Johnson, right? You know, at least Magic Johnson can close. He can't close.
At least Magic.
All these fake clutch stats out there and shit. Nah, all these bias ass fake, skewed up cherry picking stats about him in the clutch. Nah,
LeBron?
where's his clutch? Where's the clutch performances at the end of these games?
Man, let me tell you
Then
something.
just like they MIA like the team he left when he in Heat. They
If you call
disappear.
yourself a GOAT, first off, you don't call yourself a GOAT. Your peers, they call you the GOAT. The people that watch you, they call you the GOAT. You don't call yourself a GOAT. You don't crown yourself the king. You're not Napoleon. You're nobody special. You're a basketball player. You're an all-time great. I don't disagree with that. At no point in time has the LeBron ever displayed anything more than being a average player with above average athleticism. That is it. Stop with the nonsense comparing this man to Michael Jordan. If he's going to be compared to anybody, I'll throw some names out there and people can digest it all they want. Karl Malone, Scottie Pippen, there's two for you. You can play around with that. You can play around with Larry Bird. You want to throw him in that conversation. You can do
Nah,
anything you want, even if you want. If he's your GOAT, he's your greatest player you've ever seen, then you haven't seen shit for one. And I'm not going to try to talk you out of it. But if you want to know the truth, then research instead of
Trav,
playing around.
Trav, you said that he ain't in the count. You said Larry Bird ain't on his level,
hell nah. LeBron ain't on Larry Bird level.
man. Oh, okay. I was about to say like,
Hell
man,
nah. I just said LeBron's not
I
even
didn't
a
know,
top
bro.
10 player to me. To me,
Hey, I was just asking. Yeah, I was just asking.
he
I'm not
he
saying
got a
LeBron
lot of stats
like
because
just saying
he been playing 20 years, but
it's a fair
he's
comparison.
not the GOAT.
Like
Nah.
he's the GOAT of like
Mm.
old people playing forever. Like he beat, you know, Vince Carter, he beat Jamal Crawford. I mean, shit, he's been there forever.
Yeah, man. I think you done ran Rob out of here when you start talking about his goat, man.
Oh,
Where'd
he
Rob
say
go?
LeBron the GOAT?
Where'd Rob go?
I could smell a LeBron fan.
Oh, he said LeBron the GOAT?
No, he didn't say that, but I could smell a LeBron fan because he cherry picking the GOAT argument by saying, oh, if he win a championship before Jordan, then he got to be on Jordan level.
Who?
No,
Nah, man.
that's
Sometimes,
what he
man,
said.
About
sometimes
LeBron?
these players, you could just say a player is
That's
a
what he
good
said.
player,
But
a great player.
that's when I mentioned Magic Johnson. I said Magic Johnson won one of his first season with that. We don't compare him to Jordan.
I
Yeah,
don't
see,
even.
it's too many times we compare.
Larry Bird won a championship in his second season. We don't say he's Jordan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
Like,
it's too many times we compare players to other players. Sometimes I mean a player
mhm.
just they have their own game. They just
Facts. That's
are
what
what
I was
they
saying
are.
about Anthony Edwards. That's what I was saying about him. He is
Yeah,
own man. I said that, Max.
yeah. No, I hear you.
Yeah.
yeah, he is
I'm
on
not.
man.
Believe me, you're not going to get an argument from me about anybody other than Michael Jordan being the greatest player to ever step on a court in my life. Now, with that being said, there's all-time greats and there's the greatest of all time. People need to understand there's a difference. So there's no disrespect when you're not the greatest of all time because there could be only one, and there might be another one in 100 years. There might not ever be another one like Jordan. But when the media hypes up an
It won't.
individual like they did LeBron for the last 20 plus years since he's been in high school, then you've been fed a bunch of bullshit. And every time it gets exposed, somebody comes up with an excuse to fucking try to go against common sense and logic. And it's absolute bullshit. And I don't think that's why Rob left. I think Rob will be back. I don't think Rob's mad about anything. I hope not, at least.
Yeah, I mean, people are drinking the Kool-Aid, man. But it's just this thing, man. It's kind of hard to have that conversation with somebody who don't really understand the nuances of greatness, man. And it's like, man, Jordan, man, he when you look at Jordan, and I know Trav, you can attest to this, man. It's like Jordan already knew if he could just get one foot on the baseline, he was gonna go up. and around you to the other side of the basket to shield you, a shot blocker. He already had the game figured out. Once he make it get to the right side of the basket, most players would just try to force the ball up on the right side of the basket. Jordan like, nah, I'm gonna use the rim as my shield, and I'm gonna go around to the other side, and I'm gonna score. He already knew once he made it to a certain spot on the court, that was it. That was
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
How
because he was
many of those
athletic
shots?
enough.
Anthony Edwards is more like he'll take what you give him, which I like that about him. He like a reactive player, you know what I'm saying? He'll take what you give him, but Jordan already had certain spots on the court. He said, okay, I'm gonna get 8 points this quarter, 8 points this quarter, 8 points this quarter, 8 points. And I got my 32-point average.
And
He already had the game figured out to a science, man. He already knew he didn't exert way too much energy because he already knew, hey, I'm gonna get to this spot and I'm gonna get to that spot, and this is what I'm gonna do in his routine, and I make it look simple, but it ain't that simple. I just make it look easy. So that's how I
you
see
know,
it, man.
if you look at it, I'm just looking at the Bulls from '84 on up when they got Jordan. Immediate success when you talk about being able to have an impact to where even on a bad team you're in the playoffs. Yeah, you lose the first 3 years, you go to the playoffs in the first round, but then you end up finding out what you need to do to win, and then by the time you're in a
So
position.
what are we doing? We could. What are you? What seemed like what you just did was compare Jordan first 3 years to Anthony Edwards first 3 years. Am I following you?
No, 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 no. I'm not comparing anything to
Uh,
Anthony Edwards. I'm just saying that in the progression of Jordan, just talking about Jordan himself, he was instant impact right away, being able to go to the playoffs right away.
well, in all fairness, he didn't have to try that hard to get to the playoffs, anyways, because the league was so top heavy.
Right. But
And
there was never a time when Michael Jordan was on the Chicago Bulls that they were not in the playoffs.
Right, and a part of that being, like I said, Jordan was in a top heavy league, so I don't really hold that against too many players like that much. But yeah, man, listen, and Michael Jordan really didn't even play his second season. Let's just be real, man.
yeah, he
He didn't
broke his
play his
foot.
second season. Yeah, he wasn't supposed to play at all coming back, and he still came back to dance on Larry Bird and them. I mean, but if we want to count that against him, we can. If we want to, But he really won a championship in his sixth season.
Yeah, that's why I don't like about a lot of these the older players. You know, the players from the 70s, 80s. Some of these players that start saying LeBron the GOAT, getting caught up in the moment, caught up in the hype.
Yeah, recency
And I'm like, you
bias.
gotta look at the talent around LeBron, the teams LeBron had. That's why
Mhm.
he made it to so many championships.
Yeah,
If he
definitely.
didn't
He
have
cheated
those
his
those
way.
those good players on the team with him, he never even would have made it to those championships.
I mean, think about the players he started off with. The man started off with damn Carlos Boozer, Adrinas Ilgauskas, right? He was already an all-star. He started off with Ricky Davis, right? Ricky Davis was the leading scorer the previous year. Bro, come on, man. How many players start with that much talent? And then for him to get to the damn championship in '07 because he gutted his team, we want to say he ain't had nobody. Fool, you gutted your team. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you had Larry Hughes and what, on your team? Larry Hughes and
Antoine James.
well, no, that was later on. That was years later. Oh
Are you talking
nine.
about when he first? Oh,
Yeah,
rookie
oh
season? No
yeah.
way.
No, not his rookie season. His fourth season in the league. I mean,
Oh, so
third season. Fourth season in the league.
you
Yeah,
talking
they
about
was
when he?
all right, but
84,
they
5,
they
6.
they was okay, but they wasn't a championship team. I mean, everybody knew that.
No, no, I never said it was a championship team, but people say cry and say he didn't have enough. Well, who fault was that? You know what I'm saying? The
Is
league already made the way for you to get to the championship. The league was desperate to get over Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. So who fault was that? That was your fault, and get over the Detroit Pistons. That's why they got Ben Wallace off that team, so you can have a cakewalk to the finals. Now, if you would have still had Carlos Boozer on your team and Ricky Davis on your team, don't you think you would have had a shot going up against Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, you know what I'm saying, to Tony Parker, you would have had a shot.
Nah, it was no shot.
Man,
It was
listen,
no shot with them players.
Nah,
if he would have had Carlos Boozer, All-Star, Carlos Boozer,
No, no
Carlos
shot.
Boozer was
come on, bro. He
No
could have put
shot. They still would
he
have
could have
got
won more.
swept.
Nah, he
They
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
have
got
won
swept,
one
bro.
game. They wouldn't have
Nah, I
won one
doubt that.
game.
I ain't gonna be no hater like that. Nah,
I'm not a hater. This just my opinion.
I'm calling you one.
Boozer was a decent player, but he was no. Nah, man. They still would have got swept.
Yeah,
No chance they would have won one game.
let's say that year, Bouger, right? He was ninth in MVP voting, bro. Ninth in MVP voting that year. 21 points, bro. 12 rebounds. You telling me they ain't got a shot to win more games? They could have made that a better series?
No.
Come on,
No
bro.
chance.
Shooting 56% from the free throw line. It wouldn't have been, I mean, not from the free throw line, but 56% from the field. It wouldn't have been that much of a drop off between him and LeBron. And, you know what
No
I'm
chance.
saying? And then,
They
you
wouldn't have
wow.
won one day.
They had, and don't forget, they still would have had El Gaskas on their team.
Still no chance.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't see how they wouldn't have a chance.
I
You
mean,
had
that's just
Ricky.
me. That's my opinion about it. I still say they would have got swept,
yeah, they would have.
regardless of who he had.
I wouldn't say they would have got swept, but they would have lost.
No,
Go.
they would have lost, but they wouldn't have got swept. They would have made it a more competitive matchup.
True.
The year before, when LeBron came in the league, man, Ricky Davis was averaging 20 points, man.
Listen, man.
20
This
points,
player,
shooting
listen,
36% from free. Hold on, shooting 36% from three, right? So the man he can stretch the court a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So LeBron would have had what he needed to operate with players on beside him, going through that middle. That's all he pretty much was doing, going to the middle and kicking out the players, man. He had a supporting cast. You know,
see,
Goskins even was the pop guy.
this the thing. There's a lot of these players. You shoot the ball enough, yeah, you can average 20 points. There's a lot of these
Yeah.
players in the NBA that can do that. But when you talking about matching up against other players, especially like some great players or pretty good players, it doesn't make a difference that he can score 20. It ain't going to equate to win.
And just a quick update, guys. The New York Knicks and the Philadelphia, 76ers into the third quarter, all knotted up at 83 apiece going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Philly did a good job of getting back in that game because they was down
Yeah, or
bad
that
in the first
Maxi.
quarter.
Yeah, they were down big time in that first quarter, and it was looking bad. I didn't want to jinx anything. I want Stephen A. Smith to be happy for once in his life. Just once, though. And that's it. But I have a question. Did Rob really leave because of this whole LeBron thing?
Rob, if you're listening, man, come on back in, man. Come on
Yeah.
back in. You gotta leave. You gotta leave out with your chest poked out, bro. Yeah, man, I'm messing. I don't know.
I don't think.
We'll see.
I think we just lost Rob, but I
We,
don't
we
think.
double te- we double teaming Rob, man. You can't do that, man. Pause. Can't do
Oh,
that,
yeah,
man.
yeah, I
To
was
your
double
guest.
team.
That's what
I don't.
Rob felt attacked, man. You attack Rob. See, because you know, Max was his boy, and then Max then switched up on him and joined our side. So he like, oh shit, man, I got set up. Let me get up out of here.
I was.
Man,
I,
and,
I,
and then too, man, like with these players, everybody know every couple of years it is another player that brings excitement to the game.
Hmm.
Sometimes you know when they come out of college, you know, and then there's a lot of them that you know they'll be a good player, but you don't realize they're gonna be a great player in the league. But there's
or they
Well,
always them
Anthony,
players
a-
come
a-
every
a-
couple
a-
of years
yeah,
and get
Anthony
that
Evans was
excitement.
one of them players every couple of years. You could see it in Anthony Evans in Georgia, bro. You could see it with him, and I know what you're saying, Trav. I ain't, you know what I'm saying, trying to take nothing away from him at all. I'm just adding on to it. But Anthony Evans, I'm confirming Anthony Evans was one of those guys. It was clear as hell. Like the college was holding him back. It was just that clear.
Oh yeah.
And Max, if you watch, I don't know if you've seen enough Georgia games, but Anthony Evans was doing all of this shit in college. When he came in the first league, I said, just wait till he get used to the 3-point line. Wait till he's able to do this in the NBA. and all of this was during his rookie season. Second season, I guess he started getting more familiar with the NBA 3-point line, and now he's making it look like what he did back in Georgia with the Bulldogs.
He was born to play basketball. It's
He
I don't
wanted
know.
to play. He wanted to play football. He was indecisive about that.
Jordan wanted to play baseball.
Yeah,
So I mean, I get it.
yeah,
Sometimes
yep.
you're fortunate enough to play both sports. Shit, I remember watching Charlie Ward for Florida State be the best quarterback in college that I've ever seen and win a Heisman, and then get drafted by the Knicks. Say fuck the NFL and have a great career in the NBA. I ain't mad at him. I wanted to see him play football, but I was like, fuck man, at least I got to watch him in college.
Oh yeah, he was a good player.
Oh yeah, I love watching Charlie Ward in Florida State and in the NBA.
Yeah.
I feel Rob. I wasn't trying to attack you on LeBron, and I don't think that anybody that nobody should take
Uh,
anything that's said about another individual, especially an athlete or LeBron in particular, in this case, as an attack on them personally. If you like LeBron, and I'll make that clear. If that's your
oh
case,
man, Rob ain't that sensitive. He be alright, man.
I think Rob's gonna
Yeah.
be just fine. I
All the
think
motherfuckers getting shot in the hood every day. He be alright. He ain't worried about this shit. Yeah,
shit.
he be alright, man.
No, I don't think he dropped out because of that.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
was
he's
fucking
being
with.
like his screen was freezing up, and I mentioned that earlier, and I think that might have something to do with it. I don't think it was a Rob. We weren't attacking you. I promise.
Rob, you know who made your screen freeze up, right?
LeBron.
Yeah. I understand you the water god, but I'm the basketball god. So that's what happened, bro. Yeah.
LeBron just LeBron is just at some ocean side, maybe somewhere in Cali, sitting this. But no, he's going to Europe. He likes Europe a lot when he's out of the playoffs. So he's in Europe somewhere, chilling. I'm not worried about LeBron. I think LeBron ought to really consider just calling it quits, man. Just call it good.
See, LeBron, he I ain't gonna lie, he could have been the greatest. LeBron then
Oh, most definitely.
he didn't work
Should have.
on his game for his bag, for his go-to moves, and
Bro,
a
even
lot of
even that,
times
even
afraid. To me, a lot of times afraid to
moment, yeah.
to take over like for the fourth quarter because he can't shoot free throw too good. Because
Facts.
he could because what they was letting him do, bullying people, running over people, going to the goal, and the
hmm
foul on the other player. Because he was doing that
They,
in the
they they
Denver
gave him
series.
every right. They gave him every opportunity ever, man. His whole career, they gave him that nod, that benefit of doubt,
Yeah,
and they gave him all the players that he wanted, and he
yeah.
still couldn't beat Jordan. He couldn't beat the GOAT. So I'm like, damn, you had every advantage to you. Jordan didn't get to switch teams in the chase of championships.
No, Jordan.
He made the best of what he had, what he got.
No,
Because even
no.
like
He,
Kobe
he,
was a great player, but he played with Shaq. Then he
right.
won a couple of without Shaq,
Yes, he
but he
did.
still had other good players around him.
He did have good
But
players around him. He had Pau Gasol. Now, Pau Gasol is also a Hall of Famer.
I'm gonna just say this right here,
yeah, I
man.
don't think he should have been.
I'm gonna just say this right here, man.
I'm gonna pour this Coca
Two,
Cola with no
two,
sugar on me if you really believe that shit.
Do you,
Tell,
do
two.
you
I'm gonna
think?
say this.
tell me that's
Go
not
ahead.
true. Tell me you don't believe that.
I'm
Huh?
gonna say this right here. Two Finals MVPs. That's it. And you might spill your Coca Cola on you because I'm gonna agree with Trav. No, the fucking Hall of Fame is too easy to get into, man. It's too
Right.
fucking easy, man. That should be that should be the greatest players ever. Paul Gasol is not top 50, and he's not top 75, and he damn sure ain't top 50. So we can cut that shit out. He ain't
Yeah.
no top 75. So I don't feel like it should be that easy to become a Hall of Famer.
No, I never
It's the
said
all inclusive. It's the all inclusive. You know what I'm saying? Fame. That's what it is. Hall of Fame.
oh, I'm not
Yeah.
doubting you, and I never said he was top 25.
Now you
You
ain't doubting me, but we all trying to learn the same thing. We trying to learn the truth.
said top
We just trying to
75.
get to them.
But I did say that he is a Hall of Famer. This is true. And he was
He
on the
is a
same.
Hall of Famer.
He is a Hall of Famer. He does have 2 championships with Kobe Bryant, who does
And,
have 2
and he
rings.
and he's my guy. Yeah, and I told people that Kobe wasn't even supposed to get Paul Gasol. I mean, so Kobe doing crying for players and shit like LeBron did. Because you talking about Paul Gasol, which is a beast, bro, in Memphis. Look at what Paul Gasol was doing in Memphis.
Pau
Yes,
And
Gasol.
everybody always want to downplay that shit.
he had to change his game. It's sort of like Chris Bosh in Toronto,
So yeah.
and he had to change his game when had to go play with LeBron and Wade. Just
And you
like how
saying the same,
Kevin
you saying the
Love,
same thing as Paul Gasol. But
how
yeah, he
Kevin
still got
Love was
similar
a
numbers.
beast. Because Kevin Love was a beast, but he had to change
Mm.
his game, and he was not the same playing with LeBron.
When he was in Minnesota,
I know Paul Gasol was a problem. It wasn't too many power forwards in the league better than him.
Oh yeah, he
Only
was a
Tim
beast.
Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and you could say Dirk because I guess you could say Dirk, but
yeah, but Dirk,
really was Dirk really that much? You know, if Dirk get the ball in the right spot, but Paul Gasol is more physical than Dirk. But yeah, Dirk was better than him, of course. You know what I'm saying? Of course, but Paul Gasol is right there, number 4.
yeah. And there again, Dirk's a Hall of Famer, if I'm not mistaken. Or soon
But
to.
me personally, yeah, I mean Dirk got the edge, but Paul Gasol he played defense too.
Yep. He was physical. He
I
wasn't
mean,
scared to get. He wasn't scared. Shit. He was ready to fucking get down, whatever it took. He wanted to win. He was a winner. That's why him and Kobe liked each other, and to this day, why Pau Gasol holds Kobe in such high admiration, and will bring himself to tears when speaking about this man. Calls him his little brother. So not only did they gelled well, but they had the same type of winning killer instinct mentality to go out there and do whatever it took to win that fucking game.
yeah,
Coca-Cola.
yeah, but Kobe only got two Finals MVPs.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
You know, so
This is
I
true.
don't know.
And if you, there's no way, no matter how well Kobe played or could have played or should have played during that first run of the three-peat, he had Shaq, and that's a whole nother
Yeah.
level of dominance.
And he
And
had a lot of other.
how many Finals MVPs did Shaq have?
All of them
How many?
got 4,
He had 3.
3,
Yeah,
but the
Shaq got
Lakers.
3. Yeah,
Or yeah, D Wade got the MVP.
Yeah.
I'm
So
sorry.
Shaq got 3, which is more than Kobe. Kobe say, "Oh, I got more rings than you, 5." Yeah, but you ain't got more Finals MVPs than me because you rolled my back.
Yeah, back and forth.
And I showed you. You said I was too out of shape to win with, but I went down there in Miami and won with Wade. Then some could say that was a better team. You can make the argument, but damn, we had Karl Malone and Gary Payton. So go ahead and say, oh, they were old and all of that. Nah, I took that same old Gary Payton and won the championship with.
The glove does have a ring. In case anybody was
oh,
curious, he does have a chip,
oh yeah.
and he has
Yeah, I
one.
took him a year or two later. I took him 2 years older and won the championship with him.
Same with Tim Hardaway Sr. Also, he is a champion with the
That's
Heat.
because technically, I guess probably
I,
just being on the
oh
roster,
yeah,
30-day contract.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
because
he was
he ain't play
just.
it up. Yeah,
I forgot he even won a championship.
Hey, like I said, I'm just saying. I'm just putting
I
that out.
mean, the advantage that the Heat had was with Antoine Walker being on that squad. But yeah,
Antoine Walker was a dog. A lot of times he gets overlooked a lot.
hmm
Oh yeah, man. We talk about that all the time. A lot of these great players, and a lot of them don't even have championships. So
yeah,
it's a lot of them that they just didn't have a team. They were coming up against other teams that were just better.
But what makes
Because
a good
even
hmm
team, though? You know what I mean? What is it? Is it the players? Is it the coaches? Is it? combination of all the above?
Yeah, sometimes it's a combination because some teams a lot of times they have a better team, but sometimes the coaching just is not there. And then sometimes you have different stars. They good, but they just don't have the roster to beat other teams. That's just how it is. That's just like how
That
Jordan
that that
was
that that,
all
that
them
ain't what Tim
years.
That's
That
right.
that
that
ain't
ain't
what.
what Tim Donahue said.
Well, Tim Donahue said a lot of things, and a lot of things that,
Yeah,
you know,
but he was right. He was right. The referees control the outcome of the game.
the
Yeah,
referees
yeah,
do.
they do. Because I make this argument all the time. The Lakers with Shaq and Kobe and that team they had, the referees elevated them over the Sacramento Kings a couple of years.
Absolutely.
100%. And that's when everything changed. That's when we had different rule changes implemented in the game. That's when we had things go a little bit softer after that series because it was exposed. Now, whether it got exposed in a timely fashion doesn't matter. It was exposed, but it was exposed more importantly by the people that were watching that series, the fan that knew what the fuck was going on with their own eyes,
Mhm.
seeing it happen and getting mad.
Oh yeah.
But not only that, it kind of really changed with the defense opening up after the Ben Wallace and then Detroit
Yeah,
Pistons run.
Malice in the Palace style after that.
You know, and it not even no, and this is after the Malice in the Palace. So this is after
No,
the
no,
Detroit Pistons won. This is after Detroit Pistons won, and David Stern didn't want them to be the face of the league or the and so these guys was running the league with
I'm saying,
defense
but
and no
because
stars, right? And they
Yeah.
won and they won in 2004. Then they went on to 2005 and stuff like that. You know, they met the Spurs there, and David Stern took a liking to the what he called the international Spurs. And so and then from there that league opened up that year, '05, like '06. The league started opening up, and then you found Steve Nash was what took back to back MVPs because of what Jerry Colangelo vision for the league that David Stern followed.
Yeah.
and you can make an argument for Steve Nash not being legitimate MVP in either one of those years, if you like, with other players, namely Kobe.
Absolutely, he took two from Kobe and Shaq,
That's what I'm. There you go. And you don't have to have.
but they changed the narrative and said it's the best player on the best team. Well, that wasn't the case when Jordan won it back in '88.
No, that's what I'm saying. So the NBA does what it does in a way that tries to market certain individuals that they think that they're going to go all in order to hope it works out. Look at what happened with
Yeah,
Zion. Look at what happened with
it's an
John.
entertainment business.
Well, of course, brother. You know it
Yeah,
is.
the
But
re the,
so,
the reason why the league is still going today is because it's the entertainment business. Other than that, Feds, it would have got shut down. All the cheating they've been doing, and we got to actually nerd to believe that this team won because of that. Yo, okay,
well,
And see,
then
they pushed that, and because of that, yeah, you got a lot of fans, but you also have a lot of people that don't watch anymore because of that.
yeah, it's
yeah,
true. And if you're 30, and I think I talked about this on one of the last shows, if you're right around that 30 years old age, right around 30, and you've been watching the NBA for the last, I'll say 20 years, okay? So you've been watching since
and
'04, since LeBron's been a young coming in the league. You're probably looking at old ESPN of LeBron and St. Vincent, St. Mary's, and you're like, oh, wow, I can't believe this is amazing. They weren't pushing Jordan anymore. You understand what I'm saying? They Jordan, it wasn't that he was irrelevant, but Jordan was already done with that and moving on to something else. He wasn't making a third comeback. He was looking into ownership. He was looking at expanding his brand. He was looking way past that. He's at right now, he was just in victory lane in fucking NASCAR. NASCAR. I think of NASCAR and I think of white people.
yeah.
You know what I'm
This
saying?
is what. No, I'm agreeing with the part about LeBron the push, and the reason why, what I'm saying, that they were pushing LeBron is because of Kobe just got caught up with that rape charge in
Right.
2003,
It didn't
right?
make
So
him look
LeBron
good.
came around in perfect timing. They said there's a guy in high school right now, the league got behind,
Yeah, but they
made him the
still was
chosen
pushing
one.
Kobe too. They still were pushing Kobe after that. After that
They
died down, they still were pushing Kobe. So it was
they
like the
And
Kobe
realized
and LeBron stuff.
years later,
they didn't
Yeah, a
realize
couple of
how
years
bad
later.
they needed Kobe.
years later, he got
They
it back.
lost in the
Years later,
Olympics.
because they saw LeBron wasn't that.
Yeah, after he looked like shit in the Olympics, they realized how much they needed Kobe.
When Kobe, when Kobe, like I said, when Kobe redeemed himself, like in '07 when they saw LeBron wasn't that and he lost to the Spurs. Then when Kobe won his first championship with the Lakers since Shaq, and with the U.S. team in '08, yeah, it was back. It was Kobe League again.
When was it ever LeBron's league? I'm not
He had
asking.
to earn it.
I'm talking to you
They
guys.
tried to give it to him because of
That,
you
that,
don't want to in their eyes, allegedly. I'm not saying he was.
no, man, you're
This
not.
is the news. They were saying they don't want a rapist representing their league.
They don't. An alleged, by the way, alleged. It was
Allegedly,
never.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
nothing ever came out of it. Nothing. And you know what? This shit happens every day with all kinds of athletes and all kinds of sports, and it's not
Right.
just Mr. Bryan. May he rest in peace. Now,
Oh
let
yeah.
me just say
Money
this. No,
money talk.
I'm sorry. No, absolutely right, Trav. 100% right. And what people need to understand, it's a very simple thing. It's a business. First and
Mhm.
foremost, it is a business. It is there to make money. If it does not make money, it will no longer exist.
What kind of business? Entertainment business.
Sports
You know.
entertainment at that. The number one
Yeah.
thing that we love here in America.
It's our sports.
Love sports. We're very passionate about it. We get
Yeah,
excited
man.
about it. But at no point in time, and this is a fact, I
Bro,
don't care if it's my fact or a fact, it's a max fact. There is jealousy on LeBron's part to this day against Kobe Bryant because he made him look bad because he went back to the Olympics, won gold, and said, "This is how you do it." And dropped the fucking mic on him. Said, "Bitch, I saw it. I
look, it
got
was,
the video. I'll pull it out if I have to. Don't make me do it, internet."
well,
Oh, then let me ask y'all this. Did y'all see NBC trying to get the rights to the NBA? They trying to give them 2.5 billion a year.
2.5
didn't know
billion.
that.
Yeah, they trying to get it away from TNT. That's
Hmm.
why they say the show with Shaq now it might be coming to an end. They still have it next year, but the year after that,
The
NBC
contract is
trying
up.
to they trying to make a bid for it, and it's like 2.5 billion a year.
Shaq's my ride or die, Freemason or not. I don't give a fuck. Illuminati. They get rid of Shaq. I'm protesting.
But they say
Just throw that up.
but they say NBC then Amazon trying to get some games on they streaming too. So they would like
Yes.
the inside the NBA could move to NBC Amazon.
See, but if they
It
were
could.
smart, they need to stop doing things like that and let the people, the fan, the common person that doesn't have access to all these things that we may or may not have access to, and just let them watch it on TV. Fuck, if they can go get a set of rabbit ears and make someone a clothes hanger, let them do that to watch the fucking game. Whatever it takes, bring that brand out for free. You're gonna make your money tenfold back when they see someone they like and it wants them to encourage them to go buy their jersey.
Well,
You know what
that's the
I'm saying?
thing. They trying to make their money up front.
They do,
Yeah.
and I get that part of it. You want to make sure that
Yeah,
you cash in on your investment right away,
yeah. That's why they charging us up front.
but that doesn't make a good business.
But yeah, Amazon won't get
Hey,
the total rights. It'll be NBC and then Amazon will have some of the game. It
Let me
won't
ask
be
you
like
guys. Let me ask you two
either
this:
way,
when you go to a fancy restaurant, all right, doesn't even have to be a fancy restaurant. and you order off the menu, right? And they sit you down after all that stuff. They bring the drinks, the bread, whatever, and you order off the menu. They bring the food. What's the last thing they make you do?
Pay depending on if it's to go or if it's to go order, you might even have to pay up front.
But in most cases, the last thing you do is pay. Now, what's the first thing you do when you go to a McDonald's, a Wendy's, a Burger King, a Sonic, whatever?
Pay up front.
Boom.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say just like you know you're gonna get some shitty service and you got to pay up front. You already know because they don't care after that. They got your money. That's
it.
the main job of a restaurant is to take the money first, man. Get the money.
And that's business 101. We just explained something to everybody who's watching, and I hope they all got that.
Yeah, man. But far as back to the NBA product and when the integrity was lost back at after the King series, Max was alluding to. Man, nowadays you could still see it, man. Like they didn't clean it up by getting rid of one referee. We know all the referees was in bed with this. I mean, because you could see
Oh
some
yeah.
of the same things with Tim Donahue. If not, it's worse than when Tim Donahue was refereeing, officiating. Because I mean, you can look and say, oh man, they messing up the flow of the game, or hey, that was a good defensive play, but they taking it back, or they trying to add points on the other team's in the other team's favor.
And
So
just
you see the corruption going on.
you
But
see the
somehow like, okay, well I ain't got nothing. Well, I said I was gonna watch the game. I'm gonna finish.
you
Maybe they can overcome it. Maybe they go and we feel duped at the end of the game.
there was just a play that happened. A foul was called on Joel Embiid after Harkenstein goes up for a shot, and Joel inadvertently happens to raise his hand in order to block the ball and hits Harkenstein in the face and gives him a bloody nose. Unintentional, completely just it happened. Didn't deserve a foul, but he got fouled for it, whatever. Now we got a Nick Nurse freaking out on the fucking bench over there, losing his mind. He might have a stroke, this fucking guy. I don't know. But the score is 101-98. The Knicks are leading. 4:59 left. Fourth quarter. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Inbound the ball. Brunson's got it. He's dribbling. He's playing around with Tobias Harris's bitch ass. Looks like Tobias Harris. Yeah, it looked like a bitch ass. And he puts a shot up. And it goes right through the rim, touching the bottom of the net for two. That's beautiful.
What's the score?
103-98 Knicks lead. Stephen A right now, he's probably shit his pants, pissed his pants, and ejaculated all at the same time. Spike Lee had to go to the bathroom more times as he's been watching the game.
Yeah, because if the Knicks fuck around and lose this game, they might be in trouble.
If the Knicks fuck around and lose this game, then they don't deserve to advance.
Yeah,
But
because
now-
Maxey hadn't had a good game. He only has 10 points. So
No,
they
he showed up last week or last game, but now, no.
yeah.
Right now, Dante DiVincenzo putting out 21 points for New York, who's got the lead at 105-98 with 3:53 left to play in the fourth. Dante DiVincenzo putting it down.
And your boy Buddy Hill got 20 points.
Out of
He
nowhere.
He done showed up tonight.
He was lazy absent last game. Now here he is. We were talking about the other day. He wasn't playing well. Now, man, he's been blowing it up. I'm watching the game, talking to you guys, making the show, whatever.
X Factor. Nick Batum missed the free throw. 105-98, 3:53 to go.
I think the sun got in his eye, and he thought that the rim moved a little bit. That's what it looked like to me. Maybe he saw a booby or something. I don't know.
Cash in 105-99, 3:53 to go. Jalen Brunson advances the ball up the center of the court, man.
Taking his time.
He didn't really had a good game either as far as shooting percentage.
But he doesn't give up. He just like Jamal Murray when it comes to that.
He
Nosey with the brick.
Oh, he missed it.
Okay, Jalen Brown got the ball right wing, pick and roll. Yeah, definitely pulls up in the middle of the paint.
And that's one thing.
107.99.
That's one thing about a Thibodeau team. They gonna play hard.
Oh, definitely.
I
Brunson
watched them a long time with my Bulls team.
Right.
Harkenstein being right there to block out Embiid, so he's not a factor right now. And Brunson able to drive in the middle, put it up. Boom. I'm thinking Philly staying home. What are you thinking?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they going. Yeah, they staying home. You know it.
I
It's too
like
big of a
home.
lead to come back from on against a competitive team that's not going to stop playing.
Nope. Nope.
You
They're
know what I'm
gonna be
saying?
the second game just like the Bucks. End up going back to Milwaukee and going to the saddest, sorriest brewery bar you can get to with the most desperate woman you can find. You get as
Yeah,
drunk
man.
as you can and have the best time of your life.
Man, it looked like they should have let Dame stay on the bench. Cause that last game without Dame, Milwaukee played a great game.
Played hard.
Yeah, they played a great game. Bobby Porter, he played great. And the night it just wasn't working.
Yeah, man. That's great. Back from commercial, man. 107.99 Knicks. 326 left.
3:26 left. Embiid 2 points in the fourth quarter. What's going on, Dave?
I don't know, bro.
You know, he got
Just
hurt
that
earlier in
time.
the game. He had to go to the back.
I mean, he ain't 100% the whole series anyway.
Oh
No,
no.
Embiid, not LeBron. We don't need nobody making excuses for Embiid. He's
Well
like
he
7 foot 12. He's
yeah, he
good
still got 35 and 12.
In his sleep.
all day. Now
Yeah,
he
But
but I
got
don't think
sometimes
defensively he ain't there. The explosion.
but sometimes I think when they try to force it with these stars, I think it hurts the team just because that's the star, one of the stars of the team, and they try to force feed them. I think that hurts the team play.
yeah.
That's why a lot of times these teams lose.
I was gonna tell Rob if he was still here. One thing that his Heat did that probably help out the next team that ends up playing Boston is the fact that they exposed that weakness, and that weakness is in the middle. It's not Tatum, it's not Brown, it's not having Porzingis available and in that lineup ready to go and play. If Porzingis is under 10 points, you're going to win that game.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been saying that since early in the year. That's the reason why I said I think they got a chance to beat the Nuggets because of Porzingis. That he's the real dark horse of this team, man.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I've been definitely been said that shit, man.
Oh yeah, with him and Holiday, he does pretty good too.
Yep. Tobias Harris, get that ball up. Back to Maxi in the center of the court. Joel Embiid posting up the 3-point line.
Oh,
Okay, he had the baseline, forcing his way contact.
that's
Oh,
going to
they're gonna
be
send him to the free throw line.
they called on him.
Probably should have been a charge, but they're gonna give it to him.
Yeah, they don't want to hear him
Yeah,
call.
no.
Is he set?
Yep,
Set? He looks set.
exactly. That would no damn foul. It is
That
what it
was
is.
that was just a gift.
That was a gift. That's what that was, man.
Yeah.
One.
I'm glad to see the Knicks
I
do
mean,
well. I think it's good.
they can make this a 2 possession game at best. We hit both of these free throws.
The only thing the Knicks can do at
One.
that point in time is beat themselves.
Joel Embiid, 36 points, man. 36 minutes.
He showed up.
PER is efficient, yeah. So 107, 101, 313 left. So they get a couple stops, man. They be back in this.
Tyrese Maxey needs to step up.
They got a 3-point lineup out there pretty much.
Right now, they got to watch out. Watch out for those wings right there. DiVincenzo wide open. He'll hurt you.
That's what. Yeah, there you go. Okay, and Ananobi just threw the ball away. Or he just lost the ball. He's
No?
trying to argue that it went off Embiid.
Oh yeah, the game too close. Sixers they still got a shot.
Okay. Knicks retain possession, 2.9 seconds.
Brunson with the inbound.
Come on, don't foul. Okay. Man, tip out. Josh Hart recovered it.
Look at
Nobly
that.
wide. Oh,
Wow.
ooh, he just dunked on Embiid.
Just
I
did
told
that.
you. Hey, didn't I not tell you? He talking about him. Didn't I not tell you that, man, that Embiid is not defensively who Embiid is accustomed to being.
Embiid's watching the
He doesn't.
highlight
Yeah, he
now.
don't have the explosion. He went to go push the man instead of going for the block shot.
That's
Yeah,
kill shot right there.
yeah, I saw him early in the game. He couldn't really jump early in the game.
All right, that's what I'm telling you. His explosiveness not there, man.
No, it's not there at all.
He could just score in his sleep though. And beat off the pick and roll. Come on, shoot the three, baby. Get back to Maxi.
Look at
Okay,
that defense. That's
okay.
defense right
Oubre gonna shoot it, bro. He's get Oubre with the three in the left wing. 104, 109. Knicks, 220 left. Oh, the Philadelphia 66 trying to press him, man. Trap. Brunson up the middle of the court. Batum guarding him. I think he's spreading the court out for isolation play, but okay. Okay. Brunson, oh, wobbly with the handle. Okay, Tobias Harris with the rebound. Maxi up the center of the court. Okay, Uber in the corners. You gonna kick out? Nope. Ooh, tough layup.
Oh,
Okay, it's falling to the ground. Maxi with a tough layup in transition. Okay, Matt. Okay, yeah, there we go. Jalen Brunson coming up the right side of the court. Only 12 points for the night, Max.
that's
That's
it.
crazy.
7 this quarter. He's been
109 to 106, one
Uh,
possession game.
Game 7 Saturday at 6 o'clock.
Josh Hart to the rack. Okay, he couldn't score that. Oh, and B with the rebound. Make it count, fellas. So like deja vu from last game.
this is unreal. I can't.
Pick and roll, Maxi to Joel and B. Come on, Joel and B. We need that jumper from you. Ah man, there we go. Twist. Oh, kick it out. Tobias Harris, make your money.
Arkansas was
Come on, there we go. Oh, Oubre with the follow up, put back, dunk.
no.
109 to 108, a minute and 5 seconds.
I
Brunson.
just told you. Game 7 is Saturday.
Okay,
6 o'clock.
Josh Hart in the middle of the court. We know he ain't gonna do much with it.
I watched
Okay,
this lead evaporate.
Nick Nurse pissed off, man, at the Scott Fisher. Man, you better chill. That's Scott Fisher. He corrupt.
If he's not careful, or get a technical and put one of
Okay,
these guys to the line, needs to watch out. Nick
right
Nurse.
on. Yeah, he could decide to end the fate of the game.
Yeah, take
Check
it
it.
easy, Nick Nurse.
Nobly inbound. Oh, Brunson coming through the middle. Drew the foul
Oh,
and one. Okay, now it's back up to another 2 point possession game unless he misses the free throw. 53.6 seconds left. For all
Kelly.
my truckers out there who ain't got cable or can't watch the game, man, Max got you. We got you covered over here at Raw Sports Radio. Me, Max, and Trav, man.
Kelly Oubre just got his neck broken. Luckily, he lived through it. Brunson,
I
30.
don't, I don't know about that all that right there, but
I'm saying he's a hell of an actor, this guy. He's not Lazarus, not back from the dead.
okay, yeah. There we go.
Brunson at the
Game
line.
6, man.
It's wild. Trav, you still thinking we got game 7, or what's going on?
Game 7 Saturday.
All right, Trav is not
Yeah.
the
It's a Oh, missed the free throw. Jalen Brunson. Okay, 76ers with the rebound. Maxi coming up the middle of the court, man. Him and Embiid in the pick and roll. Okay, dumps it off to Embiid. Embiid looking to give it back to Maxi. Maxi to the right. Oh man, Buddy Hill fumbled it, but Maxi got it back for the layup. Okay, foul. Maxi going to the free throw line. 35 seconds left. Man, is that gonna be on Hartenstein? No. I mean Hartenstein, but that was Steven Chenzo. Oh no, Hartenstein. Hartenstein was pushing.
Brunson and Embiid both in triple doubles for their respective teams. Unbelievable game so far.
This contact on DiVincenzo or Hartenstein. Hartenstein pushed him really before he went up for the block.
Now, I don't want to ruin anything for anybody, and I'm not going to, but because of the gambling sites that they make available to everybody, they're a little bit ahead of what we are. But I don't have any bad news, which is better than no news at all. Just say that.
Right now that they're trying to decide if it's goaltending, it seemed like the ball hit the backboard first, so they might count that. Let's see. This could be huge. Okay. Oh, that's close, man.
From now in Vegas, they have not taken it down, so it looks as though it's going to stand.
They just gotta send them to the line. Don't decide the game on something like this. You know the league would love to extend this game though.
Yeah, they would. A lot of people watching this game. It's just not a coincidence. Don't be fooled. Be
Yeah, they're
smart.
gonna extend. Trav might be right, man. Yeah, Trav right, man.
Mm,
Nick's impressive though, man. Look at what Tom Thibodeau, his culture, man, what he could do with less talent.
That's talent. Don't forget, he had D Rose back in his Chicago days.
Set the culture.
Good coach who knows how to coach good talent. He's not afraid of the big moment. He's got the big players. This is his chance. Oh, okay. And it is going to stand. It is official.
111, 110. Maxi, I think he's going to the free throw line for the and one.
Yeah, tied up.
35, yeah. 111, 111.
It is 34.9 seconds left to play. The number 76ers trying to stay alive, pushing to game 7 against the number 2 Knicks. Game 7 would come down to Saturday or Sunday in New York. We're
Yeah,
going
it'll
to
be
find that.
Saturday at 6 o'clock.
And Trav is telling the truth. If you weren't paying attention, you should have been. You had to rewind and watch the whole episode over again with all of your friends doing it on a separate device. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that already. There's a
Yeah,
cheeseburger commercial.
I like Bronson. Bronson, he a hell of a player.
Yeah, dog, man. Yeah, pit bull, bro.
Yeah, I knew he was pretty good, with Dallas or whatever. But I didn't imagine that he would be that good with the Knicks like that.
Tough, bro. You
He
remember
surprised.
he was doing this when Luca was out.
Yeah.
He,
He
he
did his
did the,
thing
he
with
did
Dallas.
the exact same thing when Luca was out.
Yeah, they
But
shouldn't have got rid
we
of him.
swept it under the rug, man. We said, "Oh nah." And remember, he the one who really put away Chris Paul in them that first year. And
Oh,
he owned Chris Paul. And he played good against the biggest stars, man. The biggest point guards, the big name point guards. He played even better.
Oh, here
See,
we
man.
are
Let's see who we got.
back in the city of
See who
brotherly
gonna
love.
see who gonna play Pacers, man. I think Nick's gonna end up winning this series to play the Pacers. If Joel Embiid can't keep up with these Knicks and they
listen,
pace, he
man.
definitely won't be able to keep up with the Pacers.
If the Knicks don't win tonight, I think they lose this series.
Knicks are going to win tonight. You hear it here from Max first, right now, with
Max
20
got the gambling site over here.
Knicks
Let's
are going
see.
to win. They're going to
Oh,
bring.
Josh Hart just hit the three, 114, 111. So There you go. I see why Max was saying that because he's a little ahead of us. The prophet Max.
Hey, I'm just saying. Everybody has
Yeah,
a job.
yeah,
But I'm not gonna ruin it no more. I'm not gonna say another thing. But I do want New York to
yeah,
win.
baby.
I think New York deserves it. Even though I'm not a Knicks fan, I do like some of the players on that team. I could say that easily.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like Hart too. I think the Lakers should have never got rid of Hart.
heart tough. Yeah, heart tough. But they don't know how to use them though. That's the thing. You don't know how to use them. You ain't no need to keeping them.
No, LeBron didn't want him.
You don't know how to use them.
No, no, it's because
Style
LeBron
is
don't.
not conducive to LeBron's offense, and I
No, if
say
it don't
that.
work for LeBron. LeBron will waste a first round draft pick if he got one on his son Bronny, then get laughed at and then explain why he did it. That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
same old, same old.
Yeah, blame everybody else when it don't work. I said it. I mentioned it. Yeah. Well, I'll never
Yeah,
change
that
my.
was a big statement earlier, man. When Rob was talking about Anthony Edwards. He got ahead of himself saying if he win a championship this early in his career before Jordan. I'm like, shit, boy, he might not even be better than LeBron. While we talking, shit, it's
Yeah,
levels to
but
this, man. It's
No,
hard to beat
that starts
KD.
from.
KD barely. You know what I'm saying? It's KD ain't really past LeBron yet, really. Even though I prefer KD over LeBron, but he ain't past him yet.
I don't know about that. I don't
yeah, I
know.
would. I like me personally. I would take KD over LeBron any day.
Yep.
Yeah, I prefer him over KD over LeBron, but he ain't passed him yet.
But see, I used to say this years ago about D Wade and Carmelo. Back when they first came in the league, I was saying that
Yeah,
I would take D Wade or Carmelo over LeBron back then.
no, you did. No, you did. You said Carmelo. You ain't say no D Wade, and I ain't know you did.
Yeah, I
Nobody
did.
said D Wade. Nobody said D Wade.
You
I
got
did because I used to
Nobody
watch
picked
them
that guy
play.
out of Marquette. Nobody picked him out of Marquette. But yeah, you're right. If you
No,
seen him play with
I'm not
Lamar
saying
Odom,
right
if
out of
you,
college.
but you're right though. You're right because you could see it with Marquette, with him and Lamar Odom, when they was,
Yeah,
you see
Caron
what they was
Butler.
doing to the Charlotte Hornets with Baron Davis and them, shutting them down.
with Lamar Odom, Brandon Roy, and when they had Marcus Aldridge,
It
man.
wasn't no Brandon Roy. Oh, you talking about bro with the Portland Trailblazers?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, that's two different squads though. You went from Miami to Portland.
Yeah, I'm going them East Coast, West Coast, down south, all over.
Oh, you just named all the random. Okay, all the talent in the league.
Right.
111. I mean, 11 seconds. 11.1 seconds. 114. 113. Knicks.
DiVincenzo,
DiVincenzo at the line.
2 shots, making a 3-point game.
Yeah, yeah. He pacing up and down. He trying to let the air out of his chest. Stay
Ooh!
composed, young fella. Okay, he kept. Yeah, okay. 115. 113. He knocked down the first one.
Don't forget, he's
Oh,
got 2 chips, by the way. One from the Bucks,
go to state in the
and
Bucks.
that's right. Yes,
Will
sir.
we go to Will we go to overtime?
He got a
Uh,
participation trophy. 116, 113, big shots, man, from DiVincenzo.
now you need to have that big moment come up by the big players. Got to step up. Tyrese Maxey got to be a man.
Born a man, born ready. Tyrese Max is the reason they in this series right now.
Right.
10.1 seconds to go. Tyrese
Yeah,
Maxey. You think he's going
he
to
the,
go making both or miss one on purpose and get that ball back?
I'm gonna watch just like everybody else to see what he made what he gonna do. I already
See,
know what he made so
see how low they hang. I got you.
6 of 18. Dang, that's kind of a rough shooting night tonight. Okay, first free throw. The other
He
one,
didn't
one
even show
possession
up.
game, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had a bad game tonight.
yeah. Last game he was on
Yeah,
fire. This game he didn't even
yeah, they
show
made
up.
him a focal point on defense. That's the difference, man. When you scout it in the scouting report. Okay, he knocked both of them down. 116, 115. Jalen Brunson. I got to foul him. He already missed once before. I mean, last set of free throws, split them.
That's why I say that's the difference in today's game. Like if you a lot of these guys that they wind up being stars or whatever. You don't, even if you have a bad night, you still gonna will your team. You still gonna get them points. You're not gonna have a low scoring game.
No,
No,
and
they
you got
get
to
you to
go
Not
the
if
free
you
throw line.
not as a star.
not as a star and not as a real competitor and not as somebody that wants to win. There's a big difference between this game and every other game that we've seen, with the exception of one individual series, that being the Nuggets and the Lakers, to where they're crying foul and wanting to get the refs investigated because LeBron doesn't feel as though it was fair to.
118, 115, 7 seconds left.
Uh,
5 seconds left. Okay, knocked out by McBride, man. Trying to get the, Maxie tried to get the ball to, what was
3.7.
that, Buddy Hill.
Trav, this is your last second to say I was wrong.
Okay, yeah, half court advancement. They better get that ball out to Tobias Harris.
All
Oh,
I
there
got
we go, Maxie.
New
Why would
York.
he shoot that crazy ass shot for? That's the whole scene. Buddy Hill, an idiot, man. Bro, the
Oh,
man had 3 seconds and didn't even set up a better shot.
that's it.
It be some weird shit going on in
Yeah,
the
they
in the,
just
in the league, Trav. Trav, that's weird, ain't it, bro? If you got 3.7 seconds, why would you catch and turn and shoot like you Derek Fisher or something with point 0.4 seconds left?
Yeah, you're
man,
not Big Shot Bob doing any of that shit. You didn't need to do that. It wasn't necessary.
Bro, he
man,
could have regathered, got a better shot off than that, man. Like, wow, it'd be some fishy shit going on. He
man, but
sold
they
out on
they
it.
do that. That's today's game. They do that in a lot of these games.
Yeah, because it's fishy. The shit corrupt. Now I'm gonna take it that far.
Well, we know now.
I just don't believe how they say these players are more skilled. I don't believe that shit.
Nah, man, they need a lot of steps just to explode.
Yeah, they just shoot a lot of threes and shit. Really, the game is not as good to me.
Yeah, I'm happy playoffs, man.
Yeah,
It's starting to change my mind. I'm happy with what I'm seeing so far, but to your point, man, as far as what we've been seeing in this last decade since the Curry since the Curry and them era, yeah, it's been watered down, bro.
yeah, the league. I
Ever
think
since Tim Duncan retired.
I think it's just what the league want. They they took the big man out of the game, and they think it's better because the game is faster. They running up and down the court, shooting threes, but
These
that don't make the
guys,
game better.
yeah, they got these guys. They have no fundamentals at all. No fundamentals, man. I mean, none.
I like
I done
this.
seen these guys pick up their pivot and reestablish a new pivot in the post.
What do you guys think about the 2 and 6 Pacers and Knicks matchup that we're going to see in the second round?
Oh yeah, that's a good matchup. And then the Knicks, a lot of Knicks fans are going to be able to look at the point guard that they should have. You know, the Knicks could have had Tyrese Halliburton. So
Yeah.
that's the topic they're going to be talking about. I know I forgot the name of the show, the Knicks show. They got a podcast. I forgot the name of it, but a lot of people going to be talking about that matchup between Brunson and Halliburton, and they're going to see, you know, they come away with the right point guard. I think they did. I mean, you can't lose either way, but Brunson got the heart, man. He ain't never folding.
Yeah, I think they did the right thing getting Bronson. I like him over
Yeah,
Halliburton. He's too inconsistent.
yeah.
I don't want a guy that you come out one night you shooting the ball and you putting up point, then the next night you won't even shoot the ball. I don't like those kind of players like that. Too
Who do we like?
inconsistent.
Who do we like in the West between the Clippers at 4, the Mavericks at 5, Dallas leads the series 3-2, Texas
Dallas,
bottom,
Luca,
Yeah, yeah. I'd rather see
Luca.
Dallas.
Everybody
Clippers
like
team
that.
Yeah.
that was awful performance by James Harden and Paul George the other night.
Look,
I would rather see Dallas in the next round. I don't want to see the Clippers.
Luca is going to the Western Conference Finals, man.
And he was playing some defense, so I hope that continues to be the trend in the rest of the playoffs for the Mavericks. I'm agreeing with you guys on that. And then we
He
got
going to. I say Luca going to the Western Conference Final, and if he don't, man, I don't want to hear nothing else because
I
you get
don't
stopped.
know.
so
You
do we
might get
think
stopped if you get stopped by Dort and those guys at OKC. I don't want to hear nothing else because these guys are after you now. You're supposed to be the ones to succeed before these guys.
so are
These
we gonna
guys.
go call this series after 6, or is it gonna go into a game 7?
Oh, this is six games. That's it. They out of here.
That's 6? Okay.
Yeah, they out of here,
My
man.
Dallas and Clippers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they out of here. They out. They.
Uh,
If Luca can have a not so efficient shoot game like he did in the last game, even though don't we know he put up numbers, but it wasn't so efficient. Can
I
you
think
imagine? Because he haven't really exploded so far in the season yet. So
I think
he's due
because
for a game. He's due for a big game.
I
Yeah.
think because George and Harden had a bad game last game, I think they win and enforce a game 7.
It won't matter. They'll find a way to
But
fuck it
I
up.
but I think Dallas should still win.
They should win, but
He's
I think it's gonna be a game 7. I really do. I believe that the Clippers know how to win in Dallas, but they can't do it in Los Angeles. It's crazy. I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, see what made the difference? You
I
don't have a healthy
believe.
Kawhi. Because if you would have had a healthy Kawhi, this series would be over already.
Yeah, because otherwise
Uh,
0-2. He's 0-2
yeah,
when he's
definitely.
playing. So
Yeah.
it's
But look,
not.
I trust Luca IQ over James Harden and then Paul George. And James Harden got an IQ, he definitely do. But it's
Oh,
Paul George who really.
that's for sure, Dave. I totally agree with that.
I'm telling you, just these. Like I said, we sit here and argue and bump our heads and say that Paul George can play with Luca. Yes, he can. But the timing of everything, it just is bad timing, bro. It's just terrible. It make
Man,
Americans look bad.
Yeah,
Paul George is
Luca turned it on at the right time, man. At the right time.
at
I
the
mean,
at,
Paul
Right time.
George has shown us this over the years. I mean, nothing's gonna change. So that's why I don't put him in the top like of the stars or whatever.
Yeah,
He's not a
echelon.
top
Yeah,
star to me.
playoff plummet. Yeah, he just plummet, man. Doing the talking about playoff P.
Yeah, he'll have some good games, but it's just not consistent enough.
do you think the
Yeah,
Mavericks are going to be able to take this without having to go to a game 7? And even if they do end up going to 7, it's still going to be the Mavericks.
that's just giving the Clippers more opportunity to mess up.
You know,
Yeah, I think Dallas win in 7.
I
I
agree
think
with
the
you.
Clippers take this next game, but I
I think they're
believe
the
Dallas
chance.
will win.
It's
I
good.
agree. I agree with you both. I think that in the long run, the Maverick is going to take the series, whether it's going to be in the next game or in game 7. It's going to happen one way or the other. And it's the 4 and 5 matchup, which we always said is the closest, most entertaining to watch in most cases. And then we got on the East, we got the Cavaliers at 4.
I want to say this though. I do like Luca's energy have changed with his teammates. He's not crying like a baby and placing blame on them. That is negative as fuck, man.
He's
And now Luca has changed his attitude. He's not whining out there. He's giving good energy to his teammates. And, they ain't got to play out there with their butt all tight and shit like that because they playing on a team, with a damn, tyrant or whatever, and a babe crybaby. So, Luca, man, he embraced Kyrie and is paying off for him.
Oh yeah.
Man, Luca got this shit on. Man, the sky's the limit for this dude, man.
I
Ain't
like that.
nothing in the way no more.
And
Yeah.
and the thing is too, Kyrie know it's Luka's team.
Yeah, but
Even
look how
though,
look how Kyrie embraced Luca. Look how he embraced Luca.
yes,
That's because Luca embraced him. Look at
yeah.
Right.
look at his energy, man. Something is going on in practice, bro. Like look. I'm glad he over that bullshit, that immature bullshit that he was on, man.
This is a
Oh
different
yeah.
team that
Cause,
decided
cause,
to
cause I,
play
I, I would
West.
have been thrown out of the league. I know
You
what
know,
I would have did.
This team last season they tanked, if you don't recall, before the playoffs and didn't get
Oh
a win.
yeah,
This is a
Hey,
different team.
yeah.
it's a
I
different
hated that
team.
too.
It's a different team. They got Derek Lively and Gatford at the center position along, and then the four PJ Washington.
I
But
think
Yeah, they play. I
scared the
like
beat.
them. They play hard too.
yeah,
I
they
just
got
hate.
they got guys who can cover the pick and roll, and then the X factor was Max Kleber. You
Max
know,
Yeah, I just
showed
hate.
up the
you
other
know
night
those
big
three.
time.
I just hate that Hardaway hurt.
Hardaway is hurt,
Yeah,
but
man.
Kleba stepped up.
Oh yeah.
Josh Green come out there, still coming out in the rotation. But man, hey Trav, I never saw this. Same thing like what Angelo said, man. He like Luca, but he don't like all that crying and that whining and bitch shit, man. Like, nah, man. I ain't never see this shit coming. I ain't never thought that man was gonna change. Because Trav, man, that shit is a negative effect on your teammates' morale, on the team
Oh yeah.
morale. It's negative, bro. Either way you want to chop it, you say I'm picking on them, but this shit is negative, bro. That bad fucking entitled energy, bro. That shit is not what we used to.
That's like a
That
LeBron
shit.
energy. That's what you don't want.
Braun, the same thing with Braun.
Yeah,
Bad energy, bro.
he was
Bad, terrible energy, bro. That's what Rondo was saying also about him.
the worst. There's
Not
a reason
not
no.
worse than Luca. Luca shit was worse.
Yeah, but we watched Bron do it for 21 years.
Yeah, and Luca is on the whole. Well, I'm glad he changed, so I guess not.
Yeah, that's all the
Yeah,
praying
because
I
when you that type of player like Luca, when you got the ball in your hand all the time, you controlling the game for your team, and things don't go good. You can't blame your teammate.
see. This is the thing, though. Luca had great teammates, and when he had Porzingis, and he had Seth Curry, and he had Jalen Brunson, he had other guys that he could facilitate the ball to, but he mentally wasn't there to do that. You know what I'm saying? So he's matured in the sense of that goes, and I think it's helping out, and you can see it now. It reflects in his game and it reflects in his teammates.
Some more accountability. He
Yep,
even taking accountability on defense
yep.
when he need to.
You understand what it takes to win a championship now, or you're starting to at least, and it's
Yeah,
not a
you
one man
can't.
affair.
Yeah, I think that'll be a
Nah,
good. I think it'll be a good series. Them and the Thunder. That's gonna be a good series.
Yeah. What about the
the
East?
Thunder boy, the Thunder is like that, man. The Thunder is like that, man. But I think you know what, man? I think I'm gonna go for Luca and them man next series and Kyrie. Kyrie, I like both of them.
Hmm.
I ain't never think I'd be able to say that I'm a fan of like I like Luca, but I liked him before he came in the league, not when he came to the league with all that crying and whining bullshit. But now I'm okay with him now because I like what I see in this guy, man. He just unstoppable. Step back three, bro. I just can't bet against it. You know me try. I done seen it back to back year after year against my sons, man.
I told you that motherfucker bad now, but
Oh, bro, I've been watching. I've been
I
watching.
don't I don't think they beat the Thunder though.
I know they got too many versatile positions, the people that guard you and stuff, and then you got your boy, Shea Gilgis Alexander. So yeah, I'm with you.
It's going to be a headache to match up.
You're
On either
right. You're
side.
right. I'm just going for the upset.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. And
Yeah,
this is
see,
assuming the Mavericks go ahead
I'm
and make
looking
sure.
at the West Finals. I think it's gonna be the Thunder and the Timberwolves in the West Finals.
Ooh, that's bold. I like
Uh,
that stuff.
that'll be the
That'll
Thunder. You
definitely,
said that'll be bad for ratings though. Two small markets.
but that'll make Rob real happy, and I'd like to see Rob happy at this point because he still hasn't come back.
Oh man.
But before we get to that, let me ask you guys this. Let's go over here to the East, where the 4 and the 5 are still battling it out, and the Cavaliers and the Magic. Cleveland's got a 3-2 lead. The series is shifting over to Orlando. It's game 6 in Orlando. What's going to happen?
Oh, that's a tough one because both teams play so inconsistent.
And this game is tomorrow night, by the way. This game is tomorrow night. The Clippers Mavericks game is tomorrow night. Those are two huge matchups, and they're going to determine who is going to move on to play the Celtics and who's going to move
I
on
tell you what,
to play the Thunder
yeah,
or a Game 7. In either
I tell
case,
you what, I'd rather see the Cavs play the matchup against the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics got the front court height with Porzingis and Al Horford and Xavier Tillman. So I'd rather see them against the Cavaliers. With your boy that front court with Allen and help me out with number 4 from USC. What's his name? The brother, I forgot his name.
are you talking about Mobley?
Yeah, I could tell. Yeah, Evan Mobley. Yeah. So them two, almost 7 footers in that front court. Yeah, I would like to see them match up against the Boston Celtics.
They just
Jared
so
Allen at 6'9",
inconsistent.
6'10". Yeah, but
Man, they just so
you got
inconsistent.
Donovan Mitchell and Darius Miles, man.
They
They can
inconsistent.
have a big game.
Am I
Yeah,
Garland?
I know. Yeah. They
Yeah,
inconsistent. Then you got
yeah.
Maxey. Yeah, but they can do something, man. But Magic already showed us they went bullshitting. But I don't want to see the Magic at the next level. Yeah,
Nah, I don't know. Both teams are just too inconsistent.
I don't want to see them. They ain't gonna
So
match up well against Boston. I don't think.
I don't think either one has a chance against Boston though.
But I wanna at least see some competition for Boston, a challenge for Boston next level.
Yeah.
I'm
But
just being
Indiana,
biased.
I think Indiana, they gonna give a motherfucker a run for their money too. Uh,
Yeah, the Knicks.
yeah, they gonna give them a run
Oh
for their
yeah, they
money.
got enough to knock the Knicks out because the Knicks couldn't. The Knicks should have ran Philly off the floor. So
Only thing
you
about
don't.
it, the key factor is Siakam. You know
Yeah,
Siakam, he played good a
that's
couple of games, and
that's
then
the
a
key.
couple of games he played bad. So he's really like the key to that team.
And guess what, your boy? Guess what though? I gotta get credit with credit to do. Your boy Angelo, man, he was right about your boy Halliburton.
What
Angelo,
you
you
say
was right
about him?
about this, man. He picked him at the beginning of the season. Angelo, you was right about this, man. But hey, man, a dead clock is right twice a day, at least. So
Right?
it's
Yeah,
just
like I say,
just do for it.
I did like him, but
I bet.
this season here showed me like he's too
Uh,
inconsistent. I don't like how.
uh, Trav ain't gonna give you credit.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Yeah, I
But
don't
you
like
know
him,
why?
man. You're right now.
But I told y'all why. Because of that in-season tournament and that game against the Lakers.
Right.
Once I saw that game there, I hadn't liked him ever since.
Damn.
Hmm.
Because he killed the whole time. All the top teams in the East, he was killing. Then you get to the Lakers, you only shoot the ball 5 times. It's the fourth quarter. I didn't understand that. So something is off with him. I don't like him.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm going with my Magic to beat the Cavaliers, whether it's going to be, I mean, it's obviously going to have to be in 7 games, but I think my Magic can do it. I'm going with my Magic. I don't think anybody, whether the Cavaliers or the Magic, are going to be able to match up well enough to beat Boston. Not to say they're not going to be competitive against them, but neither one of the teams, whether it's the Magic, whether it's the Cavaliers, are going to get past Boston. That's my opinion. But I think the 6 and the 2, the Pacers and the Knicks, that's going to be an exciting one to watch. I think all the games thus far have been very entertaining to say the least. I'm hoping my Magic can push it an extra game. If not, we can look forward to watching the series against the Cavaliers and the Celtics, which ought to be pretty interesting as far as matchups go. And as long as they play hard, they have a chance. But it's going to be a tough one for either team.
I
Now
believe
see
that, man. You're right. You
with
did say you're
Boston,
going with Magic, right?
Yes, sir.
Going with Magic, so you're going. Yeah. I want to see some Magic. I want to see them disappear.
You just Houdini. Terrible. Oh, you like
yeah,
Yeah,
feel
I
it.
want to
You
see it.
feel it. That's awful.
Yeah, see, with
Yeah.
Boston, it's gonna be tricky because if they have to meet up with the Knicks, I think they dominate the Knicks. But if they have to meet up with the Pacers, it's gonna be a problem.
Ooh, it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, they're gonna run the shit out of. Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be a
fast pace.
problem if they have to play the Pacers.
Yeah, but it's going to be
Yeah,
a
good
problem if
call.
they end up playing the bigs against the Knicks too, against Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson. Those guys
Uh,
aren't going to let you just score and make it easy on you. Same with Josh Hart can get hot real quick. Jalen Brunson can control the flow of the game real easy. They've
But
got the
see, the thing
players.
is, Bronson gonna have Holiday on him.
Yeah, but Holiday didn't look like Holiday during this series. In this series, they should have been able to, and not taking away from Miami. Don't get mad at me, Rob. This series, with Miami being down so many key players, they should have been able to take care of business a lot easier than what they were. They made Miami look as though, and not saying that they weren't more competitive, but they made the series look a lot more difficult for them than Miami, if that
Oh, you
makes
know
sense.
them last two games they destroyed Miami. It wasn't even
right,
close.
They were short, like I
right.
said, they were down more guys, but Miami still had that fight in them, and they wouldn't go away
But
no matter what.
but you know who had them taken off was Derek White, man, for the Celtics, man.
They
Oh
did not have
yeah.
an answer for Derek White, but there again, I'm going to go back, and it's not an excuse. It's just a fact. Without JB in there, without Terry Rozier, and then without that hot rookie Jaime Yaquez, or however you say his name at this point, it's going to make it even more difficult. Even if you had all your guys in there and you were healthy, it's going to be a very tough challenge, even for Miami, who seems to know how to beat Boston better than almost anybody else. It didn't
Oh yeah.
happen.
If they would have had those guys, I don't even know if Boston would have beat them. It would have been that would have been a tough series for
It
Boston
would have
if
been
they
a whole
had
different
those
Yeah,
guys.
series.
the,
Yeah, it would have been totally
yeah,
different.
But they didn't have those weapons to worry about. They had Bam to worry about. They had Tyler Hero to worry about. They had Jaime Jaquez or Jamie Jaquez.
yeah, but they broke his hymen.
Is
Yeah,
it?
he got
Yeah,
hurt.
his Hyman's. We don't even know where it is now. He's looking for it as we speak. Jokic. No, I'm sorry, Jovic, not to be confused with Jokic, the young
Oh, I
19-year-old.
like him as the four, man.
Yeah, he did a great job. He did a great job. Showed great maturity.
Kevin Love replacement, yeah,
You
for
know,
the long haul.
they did a great job, and I'm not dissing on anything, Rob. Nothing
And
bad
I
about.
think, you and Rob agree to this is that, I think they need a man. I hate to say it and shit on Bam, but I think they need a real big man down there, man. I think they,
They should have picked up Dwight while they had the chance, and he was like, you know what, you might be able to use me, but I'm just saying, I don't think they're big enough to go that far. But also, just saying,
yeah, because
I, Miami lacked
somebody gonna have to go ahead.
size. No, I think they just honestly they just lack size
Fact. That's what I was gonna say. There you go. I ain't got to say nothing now.
because how
And
do
then
you match up well with guys that are clearly so much bigger than you? You're not going to be able to compensate for. You're not going to be able to grow an extra 6, 7 inches. It's not going to happen. So
but then too some of these teams have size and they don't even use it because they want to spread the floor. They want to shoot threes.
why you got to talk about the Suns like that? I thought we were done with that.
No, not the Suns. I'm saying like some of these teams.
That's a good one, really.
Yeah,
I'm
not
sorry.
just them. It's a few of them.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't. You know that goes to
Hey,
coaching. If you're not smart enough to realize that you should have a big man on a big man instead of having Bradley Beal on Rudy Gobert, that just makes you look like someone who doesn't know how to fucking run your rotation correctly and match up well with other individuals. So
And what's
I,
that?
bro,
Damn.
if college coaches know better than this, why don't NBA coaches know?
I'm,
You
I don't.
know,
I think some of them
it's
know.
because the shit fixed, bro. That's what I'm telling them.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have
I
to
think
do
a
that,
lot of
man.
them know.
Yeah, they have to do that, bro.
That's just like what's that guy I was telling you about? That guy from Golden State. That power forward.
Oh yeah, number 32 you was talking about.
When I told you I was watching that game, he blocked Giannis shit and then came back down there and dunked on Giannis. I said,
Yeah,
shit, he need to be playing more. But they a lot of time they wouldn't even play the man. I don't know,
it's
man.
already
I don't.
it's already predetermined like a USA Team USA lineup or a roster.
That looks like a.
Already
Yeah.
predetermined.
Have you seen that roster? It looks like a bunch of mugshots. I don't know about that roster. That
Yeah.
roster.
What is it? Full of white boys on there or something?
No, the only white people are coaches.
Oh, I thought you said mugshots. So my bad.
No, mugshots. Everybody look like they're angry as hell. Like I
Uh,
don't think that LeBron should be on there. I don't think that Kawhi should be on there. There's
Luca on there?
no, Luke is not American.
Jokic on there? No, you're not
No,
on
no,
there.
not for Team USA. Unless they want to.
Oh,
But neither is like Austin Reeves. I think Austin Reeves would do better than Kawhi because he's unhurt.
yeah,
And there's some
yeah.
other.
LeBron don't think so though.
No, fuck no, LeBron. No,
Yeah.
fuck that. If he could resurrect Kobe and get him back, I'm sure he would. But I don't know if he knows that kind of fucking trickery or not. No, it's going to be
Damn.
tough for Team USA. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park. Not saying they don't have a good lineup and good coaching. That they do have. They've got good players, but
I
they've
mean,
also
they done stole from Team Africa or whatever. They done got Joel Embiid. So yeah.
they did though. I mean, I can't lie. They did.
I
They did.
don't even think he should play.
Facts, man. What the fuck is he playing? He ain't no American.
I don't even know
You
why
know what
they
I'm
got
saying?
him. They shouldn't have
Cause
got
cause
Kawhi.
they entitled, bro. They spoiled, man. I'm telling you, man. USA is a bunch of cowards, man. Like, bro, we
They're
got
trying to
enough talent. Let them
bend the
play.
rules enough to break them, and
Trust your talent, man. Trust your talent.
Yeah, that
They
team they put
always,
together, that shit might backfire on them.
it looks awful. I try to avoid talking about it. I could see most of them being
I
hurt
don't,
already, and then
I
flopping.
don't. Yeah. I mean, they got Anthony Edwards on there, so he gonna be tough. He gonna play tough. They got Curry on there, but he might end up getting injured. I don't know. Hope not.
They got Halliburton.
Uh, you got Halliburton, yeah, on there.
Okay,
I
I don't know what
don't think he
for.
should have been on there either.
They don't have no Anthony Edwards replacement, or is it Devin Booker? Devin Booker on there, so they're good.
they got Devin Booker.
I can understand Halliburton as a tweener because he could play point guard or shooting guard. So
Yeah, I would.
you could use him interchangeably. You could put Halliburton next to Steph Curry.
I just don't like him.
They just
They
let the
got
white.
Drew Holiday coming off the bench. Who's the other point guard? They got Dame Lillard on there, or who they got behind Curry?
I forgot who he got.
That's a good question. I don't remember that I saw. Check.
Yeah, but I know they got Bam backing up another African player, backing up Embiid, and they got an AD. So he's gonna play the tweener position. So
Let me see.
then
James
they got
Brooks.
LeBron and KD, of course. You said and Jason Tatum.
Yeah,
What'd you
Jason
say?
Tatum.
Kawhi.
Like they could have had like Paulo Blanchero on there, Austin Reeves on there,
He'll be a reserve.
Walker Kessler, crazy Bobby Portis looks like he want to shank everybody. That's what I want to see. Brandon Ingram.
See, man.
I would have put these old heads they got on there who barely able to do shit. Get them off the bench. You know, Why's not ready to start? Fuck ain't even playing.
Yeah, I think they still a dominate though.
Yeah, they got the roster for it.
Yeah, they still a dominate.
Yeah, they can't lose.
They got
They won't
KD,
lose.
they got Book, they got Adebayo, they got Anthony Edwards, Anthony Davis.
They're gonna be down there. They Drew Holiday if Curry get hurt, but that's why they got Halliburton. They should have put Kyrie on there, but it's all good.
They got good coaches. I mean, shit. What can you say? I can't really. I mean, I'd have left Kawhi off, but whatever.
Right.
I'd have left old ass LeBron off, but
Well, he the face of everything, so you can't really
yeah, well,
let him come. Let him come off the bench. Some shit.
it's just basketball.
Yeah, because this'll be his last time playing, so he
Oh
had to
yeah,
be.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you gotta,
Yeah,
yeah, you gotta go out on the bang for the ratings and stuff, man. Get the world a chance to beat him, so they can take the throne, changing other gods. So yeah,
yeah. Just for all you goat believers, he's a third all time among Americans in the Olympics. Uh, How could
But
he be
yeah,
the goat of these third place? That's his
but yeah,
fourth
they.
Olympic Games, by the way, since 2012. Won gold in 8 and 12, and didn't win gold in the other ones. Hence the nickname LeBron's.
yeah,
Eh,
man.
Sorry, that's not hate. If that's you again tuning in, Rob, I'm sorry if you tune in every time I talk shit about LeBron. It's just coincidence. LeBron. Nah, Team USA better dominate. Otherwise, we got fucking real problems. But
Oh
Kobe
man,
dominated
They
that
should
year.
dominate, but like a lot of them, play like Davis, he stay hurt. Like MB been hurt all year, he shouldn't have been on there. Why hurt? He shouldn't have been on there.
yeah, it's gonna be end up. It's gonna end up being down to Bam, man. Bam as a powerful as the center. LeBron and KD at the power forward, or AD. Well, AD might be hurt, but LeBron and KD at the power forward, and Tatum at the small forward, and Anthony Edwards at the two, and then whoever last at the one.
And see,
That
that's
one
the
and five
problem. See,
position is gonna be inconsistent.
they
Yeah,
got away from having great big men in the league, so that's gonna hurt them in that Olympics. Them not having that size.
yeah. But they
Yeah,
got Steve
I
Kerr,
think that's gonna hurt them.
They got good coaching though between Steve Kerr, Eric
yeah, but they
Spoelstra.
had to sacrifice that though, Trav, because other than that, the big man would have. They wouldn't have came over here from Europe, man. They would have stayed over there because that was the main problem was the physicality of the big men in America. So they had to pay the way for them just to get the other ones to be convinced to come over. And I ain't, that's just the facts.
Yeah, because you gotta look at it.
And then they been coming.
You only have two great centers.
They
Like
doing everything they can to open the door up for the Europeans to come over here
and they from
outside of
somewhere
Jokic.
else.
They're like, look, Jokic can win. Come on, y'all, come on. You know what I mean?
I
They
mean,
trying to market it. They're trying to grow this league as much as they can.
they got
Yeah, I
two
know
lights.
it's about the money.
They got
Yeah,
two
just
lights.
like they.
Cause look, with that new deal, you got to think they say that deal is like double what the deal is right now. So you got to look at the money that these players are gonna be getting in the next 10 years. Cause they already like the top players up to 60 million a year. So shit, they might be up to 80 to 100 million a year in the
All
next
right.
10 years.
Yeah, Giannis gonna be up to 68, I think. But yeah,
Yeah,
man,
so you got to
they
think
need to
that
they
new
need to be up.
deal. That's gonna be a lot
Yeah,
of money. I
They're
hope the
gonna
game gets better though.
right.
I hope they bring the big man back.
let
Phew,
the big man
man.
dominate. Let him play. Let him play
Well,
dead.
hopefully they'll start with Zach Edey.
That'd be a good.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope he get with the right team, the right coach.
facts,
I
facts,
hope
man.
so.
Facts, man. Him and Victor do their thing, man.
Yeah, cause I don't know if I can go another 10 years watching all these damn 3 pointers.
3 point.
I don't.
Yeah, man.
They
Listen,
might turn
Yeah.
me away from the game. 'Cause enough is enough.
you don't want to.
Hey, try though. Real talk though, try your first season back with college basketball. You was entertained watching the big man. It was kind of refreshing watching the big man. You know,
I like
meet up
that.
in the Final Four, man. Final Four and Final Eight. It was big man. You either NC State, uh, Zach Edey, then Zach Edey met up with the dude. I can't say his last name. Khaled Jin. I
Uh,
can't say his last name, but number
we know
32 for
about him.
UConn.
Yep.
Yeah, and before that, it was your boy. It was,
Klingon.
Alabama had some good big men, even though they were tweeners. It was still
Klingon.
good big men. And
Klingon.
then you had Duke. Yeah. Yep. Then you had Duke, big man, and before that you had Kansas big man. So I mean, it was plenty of big men in the league. I mean, in college. For some reason, they're just
Yeah,
not making it on a starting roster in the NBA.
I hope it. I hope it make. I hope the NBA changes things cause that's what it boils down to, the league agenda.
Think about how much fun we
Yeah,
had
because
watching college basketball this past season. Not only men's college basketball, but women's college basketball, and how tuned in people were to that. Not only because it was entertaining, but the reason it was so entertaining was because they weren't flopping, they weren't calling bullshit fouls, they were playing ball out there to win, which isn't unusual for college ball. But this year was different. This year kind of rubbed off. It looks like to me, it feels like to me, coming into these playoffs and watching the play and the
right.
physicality and them letting them play the way they are. I like what I've seen. And I hope the game keeps growing like that. The big man comes back, the big lady comes back. Women's sports keeps growing the way it does, and everybody gets involved, gets excited the same way we are over here about it.
Yeah, you see the team with the best big men won Cardoso, right? And
Oh
South
yeah.
Carolina, and then he was
Uh,
gonna be down to one of the big men in the UConn and Purdue. Look at a team like Purdue, man. Purdue out of nowhere with just one 5-star or 4-star recruit. Yeah, he's a 5-star now if he was to hit the portal, but he's going to the league. But Zach Edey, that's a big man.
that's
Oh yeah.
Shit, man. So let the game need to get back to the big man because this shit is too predictable, man.
and who's going?
It's,
Who's the number one pick? What's that? Or what's that? Pistons? Who's got the shittiest record? Pistons, right?
yeah, it got to be the Pistons by far. Got to
Yeah,
be.
Oh yeah. They was off.
yeah. So they got a chance, depending on the lottery, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, to pick up one of those generational big men. Don't think that Victor Wembanyama is the only one out there that's big and he's got some kind of talent. There are plenty of other guys out there, and you're going to have a chance to see some of them, like Chet Holmgren, Kristaps Porzingis here in the playoffs. Not to mention the bigs that they got in Minnesota with Rudy, with Cat,
The
Jokic,
power forwards, though, yeah. Oh, now, yeah, you talking Rudy in there, yeah.
and then we
Now
got
you
the two
talking.
big boys in New York with Mitchell Robinson and Hardenstein. So yeah, the bigs are making their presence known, and I hope they continue to do so.
Yeah, it's a process, man, to get back.
Oh yeah, just toughen them up a little bit. That's all. A little bloody nose is fine. Put some tussin on it. Well, gentlemen, is there anything else you would like to touch on this evening?
No,
Did anybody?
that's about it. Look forward to watching the rest of these. These couple of days before we get back on here Sunday. Watch these couple of Friday and Saturday. Watch these games.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
What about
definitely, man.
what about you, Dave? You got anything for us?
Nah, I was just going through the mock draft, but nah, that's it, though. Good show tonight, man.
Great show, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Trav. Thank you, Rob. I'm sorry. LeBron's not a scrub. He's just not the GOAT. He's an all time
Nah,
great. He's just not the greatest. It's okay. It's the difference between having a 12-inch dick and having a 3-inch dick.
oh boy, man, you gonna get his flag, man. What the hell? Hey, Rob, come back, defend your time, defend yourself, man. Oh man.
No, we keep it raw here at Raw
All right.
Sports Radio. Make it funny. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you again on Sunday unless something pops up between now and then. This
All
is
right.
Max, Super Dave,